You fall asleep almost instantly, almost narcoleptically, if you will. And your boy hit the rack at 10:59, 22:59 for those of you scoring on the 24-hour clock.
Thank you for your service.
06, your boy pops up. Hey, let's go hit the gym real quick. And then my eyes close again. Boom, alarm goes off. It's 8:07. I guess I better get going.
Yeah, and you made it.
I guess I better get going. I didn't, and I'm like, oh wow, I got radio at 9 o'clock. Let's get this thing off and running, and boom, here we are. So thank you, Texter, for chiming in. I do feel a lot better. Yes,
I'm glad you do. You sound better. And the Tolos are texting in what they got going on. Let's see. 817 says, got my smoker rolling already. We them boys. 817 says, I'm an Amazon Tolo en route right now, and we got to tell. Oh, this is too funny. Brandon from Fort Worth. He says, headed to church. I'm going to start my prayer with, here we go!
That's it.
In fact, I dare a pastor or a youth minister out there, when the end of the service at 12 noon or 12-ish, you got a little elbow, it's a 3:25 kickoff. I dare you to say, here we go! Everybody know what you're talking about. 817 says, good morning, fellas. Out getting a cake for my wife's 48th birthday today.
Hey.
Cowboy win would be a great birthday present for her. That's from Tolo Gonzo. Gonzo, you should have put her tell us her name so we can shout her out.
I don't know what her name is.
And let's see, 817 says, I'll be working at Demaris, a brand new seafood restaurant in Fort Party Worth. Easily one of the hottest restaurants. Same company as Don Artemio. Set to operate next week. Today is a soft opening. It's going to be busy. That's from Daniel in Fort Worth. When it's a soft opening, that means they're practicing. Yeah. That means those that know
I feel like there was one in Houston, if that memory serves. Let us know if that's correct. 877-881-1053, because I feel like I've been to Damaris before, but maybe I'm tripping. I'll tell you what, if you are going to be in Lot 4 today, all right, let me make sure. Blake and I will be rolling through this morning.
That's the way you do it, Fred.
Not this morning, but this afternoon.
This afternoon, headed to the press box.
Blake and I we're parking in Lot 4. Hold on, Tim sent me the parking pass. It's Lot 4, isn't it? Yeah, Lot 4. Okay, so if you're going to be in Lot 4 today, club parking, shoot us a text, let us know. Blake and I, and I'm basically just saying to tell you, invite Blake and I to your tailgate, and we will stop by. We will eat some of your food. We will say nice things about you, and then we will promote you on the radio.
I like the way you're doing that because back in the day, G-Bag, me, Gavin Dawson, Lucius, Mike Bassick, Jeff Kavanaugh, we would literally go all over the different lots at AT&T Stadium pregame in a golf cart provided by the Cowboys and party with the Tolos at the
Absolutely.
tailgates. Sure did.
Absolutely. No, that's a good time, and so that's going to be incumbent upon us to actually get there on time today then, so that's obviously going to be a big part of it.
By the way, the birthday girl's name is Victoria. Happy birthday,
Victoria! Shout out to you, Vicky. So hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. I don't know if they call you Vicky for short, but I will.
For your birthday.
I will just take someone's name and just do whatever I want with it. So as I've pretty much done with everybody here at the station.
Ask Dylan.
Some former, hey, look, ask Dylan. Jake Ray, whose actual name is Jacob, and said nobody had ever really called him Jake before he got here to the station. Now, that's what everybody does. So, I don't know about everybody, but I know I certainly do. So, anyway, I will shorten and or elongate a name. All right, Trevor, how we feeling? We haven't even talked to you yet. I've called you Dylon already. I didn't hear you when you spoke earlier because I didn't have my headphones in. That's not an affront on you. That's more about my lack of preparation. Therefore, since you and I have not exchanged on air yet, how are you feeling today in your little flannel lumberjack man shirt?
I'm feeling well. I mean, I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Are you asking in like a generalized, like, hey, Trev, how you doing? Or, hey, how are you feeling about the Cowboys? Like, how are we asking?
Yeah, I want you to take that question however you want to take it.
I'm doing well, and how I'm feeling about the Cowboys is...
Not so good?
I think it's going to look a lot like what the first game was, if I'm being completely honest.
Wow.
Where it's going to be like a close...
877-881-1053. Text in if you think Trevor's a Debbie Downer. And if he's already ruined the mood for the show.
No. Let's take it back around then. Tolo's already texted in. Guess what? You got a hookup, Fred. You and Blake. 214 says, this from Big Al. I'm the guy that drives the golf carts for the stadium. I got you. Flag me down. So there you go. You got your golf cart if you need it. And by the way, Big Al, Fred's probably going to be texting you back right about now.
I love it.
817 says, Dos Mares translates to 2 C's. And no, it's only in Fort Worth. Guess what? But if you come by sometime, I'll comp it, Fred.
Hey! you know what? That sounds like a plan. We'll come
and
by.
And we got another fellow say you're thinking about Demaris, which was a barbecue spot.
See, and shout out to you 281. Shout out
we
to
got you, Tolos.
No. I'll tell you what. You guys are coming correct this morning. You guys are sounding great today. And I'll tell you what. It's beautiful football weather today.
It sure is. It's perfect
absolutely
fall weather.
52 degrees outside. It's hoodie and shorts weather. That's what I'm in right now. My man's got the Mitchell and Ness Mavs
hoodie.
I'll tell you what.
Sweatsuit.
You are looking so fresh and so clean.
So fresh and so clean.
Shout out to our
Andre
boys over
3000.
there at Andre 3000 and Big Boy
And the Hall of Fame, Radio Hall of Fame.
And rightfully so.
I'm at the radio. Excuse me, the rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Hell, they might be on the radio. No, but
rightfully so.
Let us know.
I saw the performance. They had a performance. You know how they have different people performing. Some Big Boy perform with them. You know, Andre 3000. Andre 3 Stacks. He only plays that little unusual instrument.
He does.
But he was
an
there.
album out about it.
Yeah, but they did all the medley. They did the medley
of all their songs.
Yes, and all the original performers that were doing the stuff with them, like Killer Mike and the old boy that does "I Like the Way You Move."
Oh, was
like Earth, Wind and Fire.
Sleepy
Floyd.
Sleepy Floyd. Is that what it is?
Wait,
Sleepy Floyd's a basketball player.
Sleepy Brown or something like that.
Sleepy Brown.
And he did his part, and I mean, it was awesome. They even did bombs over
By
Baghdad.
the way, that's my jam right there. By the way, although I still think Equipment Eyes are best album. That said, R.I.P. Rodney Rogers. We meant to mention this yesterday, but we were knee deep in football talk, and then we just never got around to it. But R.I.P. to Rodney Rogers, former Wake Forest legend. Spent 10, 11 years in the NBA, rugged power forward. Died in an ATV accident yesterday, or over the weekend. So for all our basketball hoop heads out there, and we know you're out there, like I said, Rodney Rogers was just, like I said, just a solid NBA basketball player. Like I said, kind of bounced around a little bit throughout the course of his NBA career, but was a dog in college. Was an absolute dog at Wake Forest back in the day. So R.I.P. to.
By the way, Victoria and her husband said they're going to start calling you Fredalicious.
Hey, look, I mean, I've been called worse. I've been called far worse than that. I will take Fredalicious. I mean, look, is that a compliment?
Yeah,
being called Fredalicious.
Fredalicious.
That's it.
I'm going to say it like that.
Okay, well, if you say it like that, then I'm okay with it.
We got another total real quick from the 682 says getting victory breakfast tacos for TCU despite this sporting season. Go Frogs! Yeah, they upset Houston down there. By the way, Houston was a site. Let's see.
U of H
North
football's
Texas,
frauds. U of H football's frauds. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Fraudulent.
TCU and North Texas both went down there and kicked some major butt.
Yeah, they did. I'll tell you what, for all the DFW Houston back and forth, DFW gets the win yesterday. North Texas just absolutely boat raced. Let me use a different word because we did have somebody text in this week say we use that word too much. Annihilated.
Destroyed.
I'll tell you what, but in all seriousness though, Drew Mestamaker put up 456 through the air?
That's what they do.
You had old boy and the receiver had 286 or something like that through the air. So
that's an offensive juggernaut.
Well, I don't think we're going to get to this. I can already tell you we're not going to get to this today. But at some point, we'll have to have the conversation. Drew Mestamaker's probably gone. All right.
Well, yeah. And put it like this.
Well, and what I mean by that is someone's going to throw in the bag.
NIL money.
Someone's going to
in the portal.
This is the obligatory PSA where we say, and this is and obviously you're not a UNT guy as far as outside of just maybe in spirit. So I'm not going to rag you for not rocking any North Texas gear
Trevor's UT.
90% of our North Texas grads. Here,
work around the clock over here.
They don't rock their I mean, look, you see what I'm wearing. Okay, you guys know.
Are you doing Matt Rule quotes right now?
I'm sorry,
not Matt Rule. Was it? I'm not a fat guy. It's a SNL. Chris Farley.
Farley.
What is that?
You're going to wind up in a bed down by the river.
That's what I'm trying to think. But there was a different interview that he did. That's exactly. And he's like, some people would say I sweat too much. Some people would say that my cologne stinks.
I do recall that bit, but no, I was just doing. I mean, look, man,
He's trying to clown you guys for not wearing gear.
Yeah, I'm not. Again, not you. Not you,
but the North
but
Texas
just people
guys,
in general.
including Blake,
just people in general,
including all the ones that just
Blake already knows. Blake already knows
Real
how
quick,
I feel about that.
You got another Tolo texted in and said, "Here's the best way to describe Rodney Rogers. R.I.P. Rodney Rogers. He was Zion before Zion. He played like Zion because he was a tweener in his size.
Yeah,
and he looked like a linebacker."
Well, I would push back a little bit on that and say Zion's become Rodney Rogers.
Okay,
because let's call it what it is.
Older guy,
look, there was no comp of Zion becoming Rodney Rogers. I mean, we all thought Zion was going to be
bigger than that.
We thought it was going to be Cooper Flagg.
We thought it was going to be a generational talent. I knew there was a problem though when he blew out the shoe. And then he goes to New Orleans. I went, wait a minute, New Orleans is the wrong city for him.
Man.
There's too many good food restaurants on every corner for Zion and that body type.
I think next time you and I do a show, we need to do an NBA segment where where could you move certain players to maybe rehabilitate their career?
Yeah.
And Zion,
that's a good topic.
Zion needs out.
Yeah, he needs to be in Denver
of New Orleans.
I'm talking about somewhere where everybody's healthy. And not to say that Zion's unhealthy, but there's too many temptations.
I think exactly, where he can get his mind right and get back to basketball. All right, you guys have been lighting up the text line 877-881-1053, 877-881-1053. We are going to get into some college football. Obviously, we're gonna knock out some things first. Let's get into a little college football in this next segment. We're going to kind of read off the scores that went down yesterday.
And I got the college football playoff matchups.
You're picking up. You're reading my mind.
As they would be right now.
So we've got some projections because, as Chris Arnold likes to say, projecting is a sport as well. So Chris will have the latest and greatest from all the projections. Of course, this will all come out on Tuesday. But how's North Texas looking? How are they faring right now? We'll have some of that for you in the next segment. We're also going to get into some high school football. The second week of the high school football playoffs are in the books, so we'll rattle off those. If you have a school or whatever that you represented over the weekend, win, lose, or draw. Well, nobody drew, but win or lose, let us know. Text us in. We'll shout you guys out. That's going to go down at 9:40, so we'll kind of recap, give you some of the games that are coming up in week 3 because we're damn near halfway through the Texas high school playoffs as well. 10 o'clock, that's when we get right back into the NFL side of things. We're going to get hot and heavy on all things Cowboys and Eagles. Little totals on the telephone at 10:40. We want to hear from you, your predictions, and then, of course, we'll talk some NFL games in the 11 o'clock hour as well. And then, of course, we'll take you up until 12:30. This is the Spec's Tailgate Show, but we'll take you up until 12:30 when we cross-talk with Brian Broaddus, the Super Bowl winning scout, as well as North Texas alum, and I'll tell you what, if I don't see, and I hope Chiafalo's listening right now. I want to see Chiafalo, and I was going to say something, but I don't think I can say it. I want to see Chiafalo when he shows up today in either a North Texas shirt or a Dallas Cowboys shirt. There's no other reason why he should be dressed in anything other than a UNT shirt or a Dallas Cowboys shirt. And Chiafalo, if you're listening, and I know you are, that same goes with, actually, you know what, though? They can't. I forgot. They're going to be, I'm thinking they're coming here to the station. They're not. They're going to be out at Cowboys
Isn't that amazing?
Station.
The Cowboys are actually back home on a Sunday.
That's it. All right, Chiafalo, you know what? I'm gonna hold off
till Monday.
Tomorrow.
You better.
All right.
And
when I said, you know what? As a matter of fact, real quick before we go to break. All the UNT grads here at this station, and there's, half the station's UNT. If y'all ain't wearing UNT gear on Monday, frauds.
Yeah, okay? Don't let them go to the game.
Frauds.
Don't let them watch it.
All right, I know that's a strong word, and I know that's a little bit vitriolic on a Sunday morning, but you know what? I'm a little bit vitriolic on a Sunday morning.
I even own any of that gear.
Yeah. Oh.
Can't wear it if you don't own it.
But you know what? I have faith in all my UNT people. Tell you this. I have faith in every single one of them, and I expect however 18 of them that are here to be wearing UNT tomorrow. But when we come back, speaking of UNT, where are they at in the latest college football projections? How did the state of Texas fare? So much to get to. Don't go anywhere. It is the Specs Tailgate Show. Trevor, Chris, Fred. Don't go anywhere.
Tolo means turn it on and leave it on. Thank you for making 105.3 The Fan and the Odyssey app part of your day every day.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop our Black Friday event for up to 65% off in-store or at Hellsberg.com.
There are only about 4,300 publicly traded companies on the U.S. stock exchange, but there are an estimated 33 million companies in the U.S. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. The average investor is missing out on over 99% of the investment opportunity that's happening in this beautiful country until now. True portfolio strength is found beyond the confines of the S&P 500, investing in promising companies before they go public. Private real estate, infrastructure, world-changing technologies. This is called the endowment model. The endowment model has historically outperformed the traditional model of just stocks and bonds. If you're an accredited investor and want more from your investments, it's time to think beyond just stocks and bonds. Call Trajan today, 469-579-3500. That's 469-579-3500.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone too for my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family. Drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile. The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended. Balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Get charged up, Ulyss. This weekend only. It's the grand opening celebration at Batteries Plus. Exclusive deals, giveaways, and all the power you need for home, car, and business. Don't miss it. The grand opening this weekend at Batteries Plus Ulyss, 2720 Highway 121.
Pros don't just show up. They prove how it's done, with precision and without shortcuts. Makita tools are built the same way, with a dedication to lasting quality, trusted performance, and results that reward your effort year after year. When the job calls for the best, call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
On the days when you're thriving.
Come on, everyone. You're almost there.
The nights when you need us most.
Mom, I don't feel good.
And every moment in between. As a Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas member, we are committed to helping you stay covered at each stage of life. Whatever challenges may come your way, our mission is to be here for you and your family so you can feel confident as the new year approaches. Visit StandByYouTexas.com to see the steps you'll need to take to renew your coverage. And with over 90 years of experience, you can expect personalized guidance throughout the process, helping you stay covered into 2026 and beyond. We thank you for trusting us on your health and wellness journey through it all. Visit standbyyoutexas.com or call 888-672-2583 to renew your coverage today.
This segment of the Specs Tailgate Show is brought to you by the Frankels. If you've been injured in a car or truck wreck, call Frankel first. 214-817-3333. With Frankel & Frankel, there's never an out-of-pocket cost, and they only get paid when you win. Frankel & Frankel, the go-to car truck wreck attorneys in Dallas.
Couple y'all texting in. Let's see. From the 210, shout out to San Antone. The Mendozas are on our way to the game from San Antonio.
All right.
Starting my birthday week right with the win. Becky's birthday. Here we go. Shout out to Becky with the good hair, by the way. So we don't know what your hair looks like, but rumor has it
it's good
Becky
today.
does have the good hair. And it'll be even better if you get a win today.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It'll be even better if you get a win today, which we fully expect. We will give our predictions. And, of course, if you've listened to me at all throughout the course of the week here on 105.3 The Fan, you've heard my prediction for today's game. But if you haven't, well, stick around. We will have ours later on in the program. Myself, Mr. Chris Arnold, and, of course, Trevor. We'll give you his prediction for the game as well. But if you heard his pessimistic-ass attitude in the first segment, I think you already know where he's going with it.
Darn right. Pessimism is...
I don't want to hear it. No,
okay,
we don't do pessimism on this show.
You're right.
Okay, we don't do pessimism on the Spec
My glass
Tailgate
needs
show.
to be half full.
That's right.
We don't want to change your name to Trevor the Downer instead of Trevor the Creator.
Debbie, you can call me Debbie. Come on.
Can I call you Little Debbie?
Medford's going to mark that, and you'll hear it on...
Maybe some hostess. I might have something to show y'all that happened Friday night, too, if we have time for it. Blake made a comment and a statement that I'm like, that's wild, about Christmas. And it was...
Please, no, we will absolutely utilize that at some point during the show. Anytime we can incorporate something crazy that Blake said into the program, I am absolutely here for it. But let's get right down to it. Can I get a little college football bed music, sir? As like I said, we're going to talk a lot of Cowboys, a lot of Eagles today, a lot of good football games going on. We'll get you some inactives and actives as the day goes on. Anything, if you've got any questions as far as fantasy goes, I'm actually going through my roster right now, trying to figure out what I'm going to do after a big win last week. As we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here in the world of fantasy football, so we'll keep you posted. And, of course, we've got the self-proclaimed fantasy expert here at the station, Trevor the Creator, a.k.a. Little Debbie, who has his thoughts on the fantasy football world as well. Oh, for the 817, turning 40 this week. Not sure if that's a win. That's absolutely a win.
It is.
That is absolutely a win. There's something to be said for about being 40 years old. Because as Richard Pryor pointed out, a lot of wise men died young as a you-know-what. So
there's a lot of
that.
What he said you don't get to be old being no fool. There's a lot of young wise men dead in the mofo.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You don't get to be old being no fool.
No, you don't. No, you don't. There's something to be said for that. I'm 44 years old. Chris, who we will not divulge his age, but doesn't look a day older than 40 years old. So put that for what it's worth, but has been in this business for almost 40 years, huh? Give or take?
More than that. Mm-hmm. Since I was 14.
Good night. Anyway, all right, so let's go with this. We got some college football scores. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling.
Yep.
You got the scores, or you want me to read the scores, or do you want to read the projections?
I'm going to definitely read the projections. I can give you a couple of scores.
Give me a couple of scores.
Okay, first of all, locally, everybody got to understand where we are. All the area teams basically won except for Arkansas because Arkansas had to take on Texas. Somebody had to win that game. UT beat down Arkansas 52-37. Arch had it was put it like this. For him, it's an amazing thing. I don't think it's been done that often at UT at all. He had a couple of touchdowns he threw. He had a touchdown that he ran, and he had a touchdown reception from his own wide receiver. So Arch did a trifecta of touchdowns. The only thing he didn't do was a kickoff return for a touchdown. So blowout game doesn't mean
real quick. Mm-hmm. You, again, having done this for a long time now, considering where Arch was at when the season started and caught all kinds of hell to where he's at now. How are you impressed? Are you is this what you thought as far as what you would expect out of Arch and his
put it like
Arch?
This.
For lack of a better term?
This is what a lot of people thought he would do every week.
Right.
And again, it's been inconsistent. I didn't think he would do that kind of performance against Arkansas.
Yeah.
Maybe against Samford, and that's another story with Texas A&M. But where I'm going with this is let Arch be Arch because he did not even come from a big-time high school. He went from like the 2A kind of deal.
2A,
if it was in
3A
Texas,
type
that kind of a deal. And that's why the Manning said, Sark, we want you, he's going to stay, don't rush him. We want you to turn him into an NFL quarterback. So what people are watching is on-the-job training, and it's driving them crazy because last year they weren't respecting Quinn Ewers enough.
No. And
I'm not saying Quinn Ewers is the end-all, but they kept saying, we want Arch.
He's a lot better than people gave him credit for.
Exactly. Moving right along, I mentioned Samford. Fred Sanford. No, it might as well have been. Might as well have been because they got beat down by Texas A&M 48-0. Ohio State beat Rutgers 42-9. Miami beat Virginia Tech. OU, they handled up on Mizzou. Final score 17-6.
Sloppy game, but you know what? You got the dub. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Missouri, by the way, ranked number 22 in the nation.
John Mateer hasn't looked right since he and you and I talked a little bit about this yesterday. Yeah. He hasn't looked right. And let's put it this way: I shouldn't say he hasn't looked right. John Mateer pre-hand injury versus John Mateer post-injury hasn't looked quite as good as we were thinking. I mean, he was a Heisman front runner before the hand injury.
Right. I'm not even going to say it's the hand injury because that, to me, that's what was bothering him, or he was trying to prove it's not bothering him in the Texas game. I will say this though: there's more tape on him now.
Yeah. Oh.
People forget about these things. You know, once you get more tape on a quarterback, you take some things away from him.
Interesting.
So he hasn't been as dynamic because I guess a lot of people didn't think he could do the things he could do.
Still feeling good, though.
Yeah, still feeling good. OU fan. OU, they're in the playoff situation because, again, the poll comes out, the latest college football playoff poll comes out on Tuesday, but Oklahoma right now is ranked number 8. Georgia had no problem with Charlotte. Bama rolled over Eastern Illinois 56-0. We talked about North Texas. North Texas went down there, and they destroyed Rice. Props to them. Also props to TCU. TCU is nothing but a spoiler right now. And they spoiled the Houston Cougars. Cougars thought they might be going somewhere with an outside chance. BYU continues to win. They beat Cincinnati. I'm trying to think other local teams that did something good. SMU. Why am I sleeping on us? 38-6.
Yeah.
They won their game 38-6 against Louisville. Or as they say, this is the way they say it. Somebody texted in and said, I'm from Louisville. This is the way we say it. Louisville. Not even Louisville. Louisville. Yeah. So they had up on both teams. I think had 3 losses, but SMU still has only 1 loss in conference.
They're
play.
now what 8-3, 6-1 in the conference or something like that.
Yeah. And they're
so you're feeling good about
their
that.
destiny. They're headed for the championship game. The next game they play is against Cal. If they lose to Cal, They shouldn't go.
You don't deserve to go anywhere if you lose to sorry-ass Cal. That's all I got to say.
So let's look at this playoff situation because, like I said, North Texas is in the hunt. SMU is in the hunt.
OU's already there right now.
Already there. UT,
Texas A&M's there right now.
In fact, this is the way it looks as of Sunday morning. And, you know, all these things can change on Tuesday.
A lot of football
left. This is projection and projection of the sport. Already securing a quarterfinal spot would be Ohio State, Texas A&M, and they have Texas A&M projected to go to the Sugar Bowl because that's who would host that spot.
Right.
Not AT&T Stadium for the Cotton Bowl. Ohio State would be going to the Rose Bowl, by the way. Indiana is projected to go to the Orange Bowl, and Georgia, them dogs would be headed to AT&T Stadium at the Cotton Bowl.
No
that's January 1st.
GA.
Here's what the matchups preceding all that would look like. Notre Dame would take on Ole Miss.
Okay.
OU.
That's provided Lane Kiffin stays there.
Exactly. Oh, they're money whipping. The money is there. It's just he's just waiting for the last offer.
Boy.
Can you match this? Can you top that?
It's good to be Lane Kiffin.
OU would play the December the 20th or the 19th against Alabama again. A rematch. That's the way it stands right now.
Yeah.
SMU, as it stands right now, is in. They would play Oregon, by the way, who handled up on USC.
Yeah, they did.
Again, SMU is in because unless they lose
got them
to
as
California,
the ACC championship.
Right. And by the way, Miami is on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
Here's the wild thing about Miami. Miami is ranked, and Virginia is ranked. And there's some Group 5, Group 6, whatever they call them now, including North Texas, that these pollsters just love. The committee loves them.
Yeah.
So don't let Miami bump out North Texas. I'm just saying, watch out for that, Mean Green. Because
they'd be okay. They'd be okay because they would get the group of 6 or whatever the hell we're calling it these days. They're entitled to one spot. Look, the only way Miami's getting in is if they win the ACC.
And they're not going to win it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody else loses.
Because they can't, like I said, once they get knocked out of the ACC championship game, Miami we'll see in the, whogivesadamn.com bowl. You know what I mean?
And that's what it is, yeah.
Exactly.
So here's North Texas. You're in today, and guess who you're taking on? Texas Tech. Guns up. Just saying. It would be Texas Tech versus North Texas. December the 19th or the 20th. It would be SMU versus Oregon, Alabama versus OU, and Ole Miss versus Notre Dame. That's the preliminaries, and the winners get to go to Ohio State, Texas A&M, Indiana, and Georgia.
If that comes to fruition, Texas Tech versus UNT, we've got Degenerate Jake, we've got Brennan as our Texas Tech guys.
Correct. And Sean is that's his team he's picked outside of Vanderbilt because when he first got here, he said, Texas Tech's my team because I'm in Texas now.
Okay, so we've got Sean Sharif.
And Vanderbilt. That's his 2 teams.
It's a lot of teams, though. I mean, how many teams are going to give one person?
I can't tell if he's with Vanderbilt.
I was going to say now, but he's got now. In fairness to him, though, I want to say what his godson is on the Vanderbilt team is what I think it is. So there's a familial connection.
It's kind of like
to
NFC,
Vandy.
AFC.
You know what? I can respect that. So we would have if I'll tell you what, if the college football world does somehow allow us to have a UNT Texas Tech matchup, that would be truly phenomenal, especially here at this station, because I want to see Degenerate Jake take on all of the UNT people, because I think Degenerate Jake, who, by the way, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, he rocks Texas Tech gear the same way I rock KU gear. So you know what? I'll be on the side of Texas Tech, and I know that's easy for me to say, considering the way those two programs are. But let's hope, for the sake of this station, that we see that matchup, and it's good for the state of Texas as well. All right, for North Texas as well as Texas Tech. All right, so that's kind of a little tease, a little peek inside.
By the way, Kevin Hagelin went to A&M.
Yeah,
me and Carter Freeman, OU guys.
Isn't Corey Majors a North Texas guy too?
Yes, he is.
All right, another fraud, because I've never seen him in a North Texas shirt either. Okay,
Corey.
Another fraud. Seriously, all you North Texas fans, all you North Texas alums,
are they just now climbing on the bandwagon?
Bandwagon fans. I'll tell you what, bandwagon fans. I wore my KU shirt yesterday, so I don't want to hear anybody talk about my allegiance. All right, coming up next, let's talk a little high school football. Week 2 of the Texas high school football playoffs is in the books. Woo-hoo. What are some of the Week 3 matchups looking like, as well as we are starting to cull the herd, if you will, as they say. Lots to get to. Don't go anywhere. This is the Spec's Tailgate Show right here on 105.3 The Fan.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmitt Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 25 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shields Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000. Awarding Mississippi.
I woke up this morning feeling like I was coming down with something. Cough, congestion, headache. My first thought was, nope, this can't happen. I have big plans this weekend. So I took Mucinex Kickstart. It provides all-in-one and done relief with a morning jolt of instant cooling sensation. Thanks to Mucinex Kickstart, I didn't even need to cancel my weekend plans. If you start feeling cough and congestion coming on, take Mucinex Kickstart for relief with a kick. At your favorite retailer. Use as directed.
I just don't like going to church, man. I don't like the people there. People at church have like coworker vibes.
Ralph Barbosa, Being Without a Cause tour.
Like, some of them are cool, but most of them, they're just being fake nice because they want that promotion. Like, if those are the people that are going to be hanging out in heaven, I just go to hell.
Saturday, December 20th, the Choctaw Grand Theater. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss the hilarious Ralph Barbosa, Choctaw Casino Resort Durant.
Get charged up, Euless. This weekend only. It's the grand opening celebration at Batteries Plus. Exclusive deals, giveaways, and all the power you need for home, car, and business. Don't miss it. The grand opening this weekend at Batteries Plus, Euless, 2720 Highway 121.
You think you understand how this business works, but you don't.
Landman, TV's biggest phenomenon, returns to Paramount Plus. From Taylor Sheridan, co-creator of Yellowstone, starring Billy Bob Thornton.
You have to know the rules of the game and bend them, and you really have to know them to break them.
Demi Moore.
I want success. Get it for me.
Andy Garcia, Ali Larder, and Sam Elliott.
You don't even know the game you're playing, do you?
Landman, new season, now streaming, only on Paramount Plus.
Are you tired of online threats? Then get an antivirus. It's the only online protection you will ever need.
Disclaimer, an antivirus is just half protection online. It will not protect you from snoopers or encrypt your online traffic. So this Black Friday, get better online protection with NordVPN. NordVPN will encrypt your traffic, protect you from malware and phishing, and stop annoying ads. Get the NordVPN Black Friday deal with 73% off and enjoy 3 extra months.
What's the biggest mistake you can make when selling your home? Settling for less money. Not with Orchard. Orchard gives you cash up front so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. Then they sell your old home on the market for top dollar. One customer said, "I made way more than I expected and it couldn't have been easier." Don't settle for less. Buy before you sell and get top dollar with Orchard. Get your free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
You think you understand how this business works, but you don't.
Landman, TV's biggest phenomenon, returns to Paramount Plus. From Taylor Sheridan, co-creator of Yellowstone, starring Billy Bob Thornton.
You have to know the rules of the game and bend them, and you really have to know them to break them.
Demi Moore.
I want success. Get it for me.
Andy Garcia, Ali Larder, and Sam Elliott.
You don't even know the game you're playing, do you?
Landman, new season, now streaming, only on Paramount Plus.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The 12th annual KNC Masterpiece Peace-a-thon to benefit My Possibilities is here. And for the first time, we're taking this marathon broadcast on the road. Join us this Wednesday as the KNC Masterpiece take over RJ Duke Sports, 400 North Central Expressway in McKinney. KNC will be wheels off from 6 a.m. until 7 p.m., supporting an amazing cause. It's Peace-a-thon time, live from RJ Duke's, all day Wednesday on The Fan.
This segment of the Specs Tailgate Show is brought to you by Classic Chevrolet. If you're in the market to upgrade your vehicle, get to Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine. Back-to-back #1 Chevy dealership in the world. They got more new Chevys than anyone, all priced to sell. Silverado, Tahoe, Blazers, Malibus, Equinox, and more. Visit ClassicChevrolet.com. This is Texas. This is Classic Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Relax and enjoy the difference. Based on new Chevy registrations 2023 and 2024.
What a read by our guy Trevor Beck there. Somebody just texted in from the 469. Sounds like this might be a former Trevor running mate. Does Trevor not go by Bevo Beck anymore?
I do. That's my nickname around my buddies. Like, that's my close friend nickname, I guess.
In other words, he's True Blue Hook'em.
Is this one of your close friends texting into the program?
It might be. It's probably Alex. That would be my assumption. He usually is listening early in the morning.
Okay.
He's that
all right.
kind of guy.
So we've got one of Trevor's running mates here texting in on the program on the Specs Tailgate show right here on 105 through the Fan, getting you ready for your Sunday Cowboys fun day. And of course, don't forget, Chris and I will take you up until 12:30. We'll have a little crosstalk with Eric Chiafalo and Brian Broaddus. In fact, maybe not this segment, but maybe later on in the next segment, Chris will kind of read off exactly what's going to go on today,
top of the hour,
along with who his player profile will be with today. And then, of course, as you guys know, we'll have somebody from the Philadelphia Eagles that's going to drop by as well. Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus and Mr. Eric Chiafalo from G-Bag Nation. Real quick, from the 469, just got done with my Amazon Flex in Capel, driving back to Ferris. Cowboys by 3. Chris, are y'all hiring? That's more of a question for Gavin Spittle and Tim Collins. So go ahead and find them out and reach out to them. That's Josh from Ferris. Let's see.
By the way, you never know who gets hired by Amazon. The Cowboys hired a former Amazon employee named Javon Revel. He is a cornerback, and during the pandemic, that was his job while his school wasn't playing.
So just something to keep in mind. Doesn't mean that if you work for Amazon, you will become a cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys, but just something to keep in mind. From the 940, Texas has 43 drops, hasn't helped Arch at all.
Yep.
Something to think about.
What did I told you, Colt McCoy was on with me and RJ, and he was saying that Longhorn fans, get it right. This is a whole different offensive line. Half the team went to the NFL. It's a different team. It's not the same team with the college football playoff.
Exactly.
Give Arch some grace, and they didn't.
You just need some time.
That's all you need some
time. Hey, it's Patrick, a.k.a. Captain. So he wanted me to let you know that.
Who's calling you Bevo?
Patrick Stanberry.
There you
I
go.
love that guy.
Said he listens every Sunday. He's proud of you.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
He's proud of you, homie.
Buddy.
Speaking of high schools, we got some scores, don't we?
I'm proud of you. No, we absolutely do. Let's see here. I'll pull these up right now.
And
like
while you pull them up, I'm going to tell all the Tolos to shout out, text in how your team did, if you're happy, if you're sad, no matter. We're talking a little high school football playoff, and I got the matchups too whenever we get to it.
So we had, and then of course had a couple people text in a lot of Terrell Tiger love over the weekend as well.
You know who used to quarterback Terrell back in the day?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Allen 41-7 over Lake Highlands. That's one of the DFW scores.
And Allen's going to take on Odessa Permian on Friday.
Well, that's going to be a beatdown if I do say so myself. Well, you know,
Allen's undefeated. Odessa Permian is 11-1.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. But my point was Permian hasn't seen anybody like Allen yet. But
Are you saying you wondered if they got their mojo?
No, I hope they don't. I hope they don't. I no disrespect to the kids over at Odessa Permian. I'm sure they're all fine young men. That said, their coach big-timed me last year. And
it's personal.
It's personal. It's absolutely personal. I appreciate you mentioning that. Yes, it's absolutely personal. So, again, I'm sure the kids are nice, but I hope Allen wins by 100. All right, Capel over Richardson, 38-7. Let's see here. DeSoto all over Longview. That was a rematch from last year. Then, of course, these were games on Friday. But DeSoto
By the way,
took care of
DeSoto's going
Longview.
to take on the Woodlands College Park on Friday.
That'll be a good game. And the funny thing is, the coach from the coach that's at College Park in the Woodlands used to coach at DeSoto. Okay,
revenge.
so
Watch out.
what he's done is he's tried to incorporate a lot of what DeSoto does in their program over into College Park. Now, granted, a little bit, for anybody that knows the area, College Park, the Woodlands, DeSoto, a little bit different demographics there, but nonetheless, should be a good game. Give me DeSoto, though, for the dub. And a little bit of a revenge factor. Don't sleep on DeSoto. And the only thing I'll say about this, they had kind of an up and down regular season.
9-3.
9-3, which again, that by their standards,
because
right?
they take on big boys.
They take on they take on the best of the country, best of the state of Texas. But Longview was a team that beat them down last year. They turned around and beat them down this year, and so again, they've got a guy that they know very, very well over there at the Woodlands College Park. So that should be a good game. But I'm telling you right now, and I know this is not really that bold of a prediction, but I would not be surprised if DeSoto gets back to the state championship game because, like I said, they've been kind of quote-unquote slept on this year. Denton Guyer doing what they normally do. They beat Dallas Jesuit 44-14.
And Denton Guyer is going to play Trophy Club Nelson.
Okay, a little
Friday
DFW love.
In Justin.
Meanwhile, you had Duncanville, again, another powerhouse. They took care of Rockwall Heath 43-6.
Duncanville is going to take on Klein Collins. And Klein Collins is 11-1. Duncanville 9-1. Duncanville lost to Waxahachie this season. That was the only loss.
Only loss they've had this year. Klein Collins is good, not great. I do expect Duncanville to take care of business there. Like I said, they know that area. The coach, I talked to him earlier this season, but I expect Duncanville to punch the dub there.
That's right. Waxahachie, by the way, they're only 10-1. Remember, they lost to
only lost to DeSoto.
They're 10-1. They're going to take on Cypress Ranch. Cypress Ranch is 10-2. That's going to be on Saturday in Waco.
I'm telling you right now, and I'm sure we'll do something between now and then, a lot of Houston DFW area high school matchups going on in week 3 of the high school playoffs. By the way, speaking of which, we already mentioned Duncanville and DeSoto, another powerhouse, and of course this is over in Houston as well. North Shore took care of Fort Bend Ridgepoint 31-7. Now getting back to some more DFW area scores. You already alluded to Waxahachie. They took care of business. They beat North Forney 37-20. South Lake Carroll.
By the way, Forney... Not North Forney, but Forney's going to take on Willis at the Ford Center at the start.
In what you might consider a nail-biter if you're a South Lake Carroll fan, 72-7 over San Angelo Central.
South Lake Carroll's going to take on Prosper Friday in Arlington at Choctaw Stadium where the Rangers used to play.
Denton Ryan, this thing, maybe a little bit closer than the final score would indicate, 59-0 over Abilene, Denton Ryan. So, and then Frisco Wakeland, they beat Cedar Park 43-36. Aledo all over Amarillo Tascosa 42-0.
Alito's Aledo. They will
Aledo's going to Aledo, man. Ain't no line about that.
By the way, they're going to take on Arlington Heights Friday in Fort Worth.
Okay, perfect.
At Crowley ISD Stadium.
Frisco Lone Star, they beat up on Georgetown 42-21, and then West Mesquite.
Frisco Lone Star is going to take on West Mesquite on Saturday at the Ford Center.
Because they beat Midlothian 35-6. Anna, they edge out Amarillo Palo Duro, and like I said, we thought that was going to be a close game, and it was. 38-35.
Anna's going to take on Melissa Friday in Allen at Allen Eagle Stadium.
Melissa, they were all over El Paso Andress earlier this week, 62-14. And then we already mentioned Terrell. They took care of Huntsville, 41-14.
Let me give you a couple of matchups to look forward to. South Oak Cliff. They're taking on Terrell Friday in Forney. Midlothian Heritage taking on Port Natchez Groves. That's Friday. Let's see. Argyle's taking on Prosper Walnut Grove Friday at Choctaw Stadium where the Rangers used to play. Here's another one. Highland Park's taking on Frisco Wakeland Friday at the Ford Center.
Okay.
Richland's taking on Denton Ryan Friday in Coppell at Cowboys Stadium. And before we get out of here, I mentioned Katie is taking on Summer Creek. I mentioned that because...
By the way, shout out to our boy Tim in Carthage because Carthage had no problem over the weekend. They took care of Sanger 62-35. Kilgore also blanked Stafford 42-0.
There you go.
And then Sealy, shout out to our boys over in Sealy, 54-7 over Columbia. Woo-hoo. So putting up a 50. And then, of course, maybe one of the best mascots around, the Gobblers, a.k.a. Cuero, they took care of Gonzales 35-14.
Alvarado taking on Springtown Friday in Fort Worth. Let's see. Kilgore's taking on Bridge City. And looking up some smaller schools real quick. Brock's taking on Seminole on Friday. Athens is taking on Sunnyvale on Friday in Ennis. Pleasant Grove versus Carthage. That's going to be in McKinney.
Okay.
And that's about it. Well, wait a minute. Yep, that's about it.
All right, so there you have it.
Try to cover all of y'all.
Let's see.
Let us know if we left somebody out.
Peaster over Shallow Water, 16-0. Okay, 16-0. Here's an interesting text message. Geyer from the 940. Geyer is so confident they win that they told Byron Nelson they could play at home as long as the game was Friday because Byron Nelson wanted to play Saturday. So there you have it. Let's see. Athens beat Crum. Forney beat Harker Heights. From the 469, watch out for the Forney Jackrabbits. Alito keeps rolling. And there you go. Athens plays Sunnyvale on Friday. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hour number 1 of the Spec's Tailgate Show is wrapped up. All right, when we come back, now let's get back into the guys that play for pay professionally. And no, we're not talking about college. We're talking about the NFL types as your Dallas Cowboys that look to continue their winning streak today against the Philadelphia Eagles. Lots to get to. Spec's Tailgate Show right here on 105.3 The Fan.
The more time you give, the more our crush grows. Together we continue to build something special. Keep turning it on and leaving it on 105.3 The Fan and the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 469-579-3500. That's 469-579-3500.
Annuities, not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at trajanwealth.com.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop our Black Friday event for up to 65% off in-store or at hellsberg.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Get charged up, Euless. This weekend only. It's the grand opening celebration at Batteries Plus. Exclusive deals, giveaways, and all the power you need for home, car, and business. Don't miss it. The grand opening this weekend at Batteries Plus, Euless. 2720 Highway 121.
Tune in Monday mornings to the Fans Post-Game Analysis with Sean and RJ's Star Up, Star Down. Presented by Johnson Fitness and Wellness with the finest in-home exercise equipment for your up and down exercising. Star Up, Star Down. Monday mornings on The Fan.
Are you tired of online threats? Then get an antivirus. It's the only online protection you will ever need.
Disclaimer, an antivirus is just half protection online. It will not protect you from snoopers or encrypt your online traffic. So this Black Friday, get better online protection with NordVPN. NordVPN will encrypt your traffic, protect you from malware and phishing, and stop annoying ads. Get the NordVPN Black Friday deal with 73% off and enjoy 3 extra months.
You think you understand how this business works, but you don't.
Landman, TV's biggest phenomenon, returns to Paramount Plus. From Taylor Sheridan, co-creator of Yellowstone, starring Billy Bob Thornton.
You have to know the rules of the game and bend them, and you really have to know them to break them.
Demi Moore.
I want success. Get it for me.
Andy Garcia, Ali Larter, and Sam Elliott.
You don't even know the game you're playing, do you?
Landman, new season, now streaming, only on Paramount Plus.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/life.
You're turn it on, leave it on. Home of America's team is 105.3 The Fan.
Hello, baby.
KRLD-FM and HD1, Dallas Fort Worth.
An Odyssey sports station. Driven by our D&M Leasing Studios. Thanks for turning it on, leaving it on. 105.3 The Fan.
Hour number 2 of the program happening right now. Glad to have each and every one of you on board on this absolutely gorgeous Sunday morning. We are just a few days away from Thanksgiving 2025 going down. But before we get to all that, we have to get to today's big game against the Philadelphia Eagles, which we're about to jump on and get into here in just a second. But shame on us. You know, look, there's a lot of high schools in the DFW, but we did
North Texas overall. I don't want to just limit it to DFW. We're all over North Texas.
We are. But
we're talking about the surrounding areas too.
Shame on us, and I'll tell you what, this is what makes you Tolos and Fatties so great, is that you guys will let us know when we forget something, right, wrong, or indifferent.
Fred and Chris, where's North Crowley? North Crowley's going to take on Capel.
Where is North Crowley?
North Crowley's going to just right there in Tarrant County, just north of Fort Worth.
Go.
And it's going to be they're going to be taking on Capel Saturday, 1 o'clock in Midlothian.
Can't wait.
Midlothian Stadium.
Can't wait.
All right, there you go.
Can't wait. They put the BTA, as the kids are saying these days, to Midland Legacy yesterday. And that game kicked off when you and I were on the air yesterday. They beat Midland Legacy 63-17. Look, Capel, I had a chance to talk to their coach last year. That's a good football team. That's a very well-coached football team. Do I expect North Crowley to win that game? Yes, I do. Would I be surprised if Capel won it? No, I would not. That's right. So we'll see. Nonetheless, now the DFW schools are starting to cannibalize each other a little bit, just because of when you get to the rounds 3, 4, and what have you. That's what happens. But like I said, a lot of good football to be played. And of course, you said that game will be played next Saturday in Midlothian
at 1 o'clock. And everybody knows the state championship games will be played at AT&T Stadium around December the 20th or so. And speaking of AT&T Stadium,
let's get right down to it.
This is the Spec's Tailgate Show. And after this show ends at 12:30, we got live from the Miller Lite West Plaza at AT&T Stadium, Eric Chiafalo and Brian Broaddus for the pregame show. Outside of our regular pregame show features that include a look around the NFL, around the NFC, East, a live visit with our insider Bobby Belt, a check-in live with Babe and Christy, and an exclusive one-on-one interview with Shadi and Brad Sham. This week we feature live from the field, Fox Sports rules expert Dean Blandino. Des caught that ball. Just saying. He's working today's games with Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady, Aaron Andrews, and Tom Rinaldi. And we're going to visit live from the booth with Merrill Reese, the legendary play-by-play voice of the Eagles. My player profile interview this week is with Shavon Revel, the cornerback who is, I'm telling you, he made plays this last game against the Raiders. He just came off the IR. He's got a hell of an interesting story. He is a good kid. Yeah. I'm so proud of him. And he's got those measurables. He's a tall corner. Think, what's the comp? You hate to do
I was thinking Richard Sherman.
That's where I was going to go.
Richard Sherman was the name that came to my mind. Yep. And that's... Again, I get it. That's lofty. We're not saying he's going to be Richard Sherman, but we're just saying
the size.
Exactly. We're just saying
size alone,
because you don't, like I said, just big corners. And hell, if you want to go back to the day, I mean, Dale Carter was a name that comes to mind. Yeah. So
Kickoff is at 3:25. Brad Shambay, Bloffenberg, Christy Scales. Halftime hosted live by the Woolly Billy, Zach Wolchuk, and Brian Broaddus. Breaking down the first half of the game with a look ahead to the second half of the game. Our post game will go live until 9:30 tonight, Tolos and Cowboy fans, from the Miller Lite Field Club, with Zach and Brian's breakdown, press conferences, player reactions. Fred, you, and Blake will be in the Cowboys locker room getting interviews with the players. You hear those reactions in the post-game show. And you can call in, of course, and the listeners get their phone calls.
Please do.
And of course, Brad Sham's always dropping by. So count on it. That's today's full Cowboys extravaganza.
Yeah, be sure to tune in. And, of course, I know a lot of you guys are, you turn it on, you leave it on it as you should. Real quick from the 903, show some respect to the Commerce Tigers. They will be playing Grandview in Mesquite. So there you have it. Just like I said, want to make sure we dot our I's and cross our T's on all the high school playoffs, comings and goings today and next week. Kyer Elam, he was released yesterday. Malik Davis is now on the active roster, and you feel good about that at the very least.
You know what they were saying? I'm glad, before we change subject, you were talking about Malik Davis, because yesterday you were asking about what does that mean for Jadon Blue.
Yeah.
Shotty addressed that yesterday. He said what it means is Jadon has to learn that when you the guy, you got to take care of the other things too.
Yeah, no, they don't look. They don't trust Jadon Blue right now, and I think just like you and I talked about a little bit yesterday. It's just the little things. He's not consistent. No, and that's the biggest problem with Jadon Blue. That's the reason why he was a 5th round draft pick. I mean, look, you can have the NFL is littered with guys who were freak athletes. Okay,
Correct.
Being fast does not mean you're any more special than anybody else in the National Football League. It's the guys that know how to be a professional, who know how to practice right, and who know how to do the little things that make you a professional.
The coach has got to trust you.
The coach has to trust you, okay? And when you're a J, I think back to what my boy Henry Thomas told me back in the day. Him and Broaddus went to LSU together, and he said, when he got drafted by the Vikings in '87, he said the one way he knew he was, because he said, look, I'm getting on the field somehow, some way. And they told him, you want to get on the field? What's the one way they always tell any rookie?
Availability.
Well, not just that, but as far as what do you need to do? Special teams.
Special teams,
right?
Right.
So
that's where Malik Davis, by the way, is like the co-captain.
Exactly, right? That's what's made him indispensable, is the fact that he's reliable on special teams. And so Henry knew, all right, if I'm going to make it in the NFL, I need to get on special teams first. And with Jadon Blue, I don't know what his thought process was or what his kind of avenue was for how he thought he was going to get on this football team, but it just goes to show, like I said, all the athletic ability in the world means nothing. Your college accolades mean nothing. If you can't be reliable, dependable, and available and do the little things, guess what? You're probably not going to make it, which is why a guy like a Savone Revel, here we are in week 12, and this guy, now here's a question I got for you guys. A lot of people have been crapping on his number 34. Okay.
Why?
Now maybe Chris and I are a little bit older.
I've never heard
this
that.
is probably the oldest school version of the weekend show you're going to get, right? Between me, you, and Trevor. I grew up in an era where 34
running back number
was the bomb.com when it came to Bo Jackson's the first thing I think of when I think of Bo Jackson, or when I think of number 34.
Yeah, Herschel had it too.
So now Savone Revel is number 34, but you've got people saying now that Kyer Elam has been cut, does he go grab that number 20?
Why would he want to do that?
I want to know why people don't like the number 34 to begin with.
Who doesn't like it? 877-81.
Cowboys Twitter. Here's what's happened with numbers.
That's crazy.
First of all, we don't love up number 80s anymore. All right, because once the NFL made it to where
you can wear any number you want.
You know what I'm saying?
Not by position.
Like when you let wide receivers wear 19 and under, which you kind of had to do, and I understand that, but you don't, outside of CeeDee Lamb is number 88, and that has more to do with just the number 88 and what it means to the Dallas Cowboys, you don't see any new wide receivers rocking 80s. It's just not. It's still a tight end number. All right, which I'm still cool with, but you're going to be hard pressed to see a guy rocking number 80 like back in the day with J.
A lot of people wearing that 81. T.O. had that 81.
Tim Brown had number 81.
Tim Brown had 81.
That's what that's one I always remember from back in the day growing up. But for whatever reason, so now people are hating on number 34. They think Savone Revel should get number 20.
They're a small minority.
It's the single digits and like what is appropriate.
The
like
teens.
Is that like it's the single digit stuff. I guess it looks cool. Like when you have in college, you have the guys wearing zeros. Like that kind of stuff.
That was a big deal for Overshown. Overshown wanted the number 0, wanted to get off the number 13. Now he's back to Agent 0. So look, I thought he looked good in number 13, but again, as my boy Henry would say, look, the number doesn't make the player makes the number.
Correct.
All right. So look, if if Revel can go out there and become the shutdown guy, it doesn't matter what number he's wearing, all right? But like I said, I'd rock a 34. I'd rock a Cowboys 34 jersey. Just saying. I'm not a big jersey guy, needless to say, but whatever. Take that for what it's worth. All right. So
Leighton Vander Esch jersey? I'm just asking. I could sell it
you got
to you
one?
if you want.
You got one? Yeah. Are you worried your uncle's going to buy you a Logan Wilson?
I am legitimately. I'm ready to get rid of him. I'm going to put it out there.
You need to tell him that don't do it. Tell him to get you a Savone Revel. Revel, I keep getting that name wrong. Let's see. Cornell Green wore number 34 as an All-Pro corner for the Cowboys.
Sure did.
So
there's nothing wrong with that number.
I like the number 34.
By the way, I will say
really
this: give major respect to Williams, the running back. He wears 33.
Yeah, I love that number.
And that's Tony Dorsett's number. He has actually talked to Tony Dorsett. He and Dorsett, in other words, mad props. In other words, he recognized the value of that 33. Just for saying.
No, I'm with you all day, every day. And like I said, is 20 a clean number? Yes, it is. And obviously, we all know from a defensive back standpoint, I mean, the standard is 21. Right, I mean that'll forever be the number. And now obviously you got a Patrick Surtain who wears number 2 I think is his number. So you're going to
that was Deion's number in college.
Yeah,
Florida State he was number 2. That's what he would always practice with the Cowboys.
Okay. You mentioned Shoddy just now. This is he was obviously we've got cuts from different guys from all throughout the week, but this is Shoddy talking about how do you change your game plan?
From Sean and RJ show.
From Sean and RJ, what are some of the differences, or what do you anticipate being differences game plan wise against this Philly game in Game 2 versus what you guys did in the opening week?
Well, I think there's different challenges just because it's been this is a weird week. It's a unique week. These next couple weeks are going to be a little bit unique. Get home at 3:30 or whatever on Tuesday morning and right back at it pretty quick and into it. But the familiarity of getting ready to play a team the second time definitely helps. And what we do is each time we play an opponent that we are going to face or might face in the playoffs, we always, when we're watching the film, when we're done, we kind of make a list of things we would want to do differently or use ways we want to attack them more the next time we play them. And so we dusted that stuff off a little bit. But, again, that's kind of the starting point.
No, I like that. I mean, again, as has been talked about all week, you will have Jalen Carter. All right. I mean,
he's not going to spit on Dak.
He ain't spitting on anybody. In fact, you're probably going to have him removed until first snap, then boom, have you line up after that. But no, and he knows better. I'd like to think he knows better. I mean, Jalen Carter can be a little bit of a head case from time to time. And then of course you got Jalen Phillips playing against the Cowboys for the first time. He's obviously had a big impact since he came back, or since he was traded over to the Philadelphia Eagles from the Miami Dolphins just a few weeks ago. I'm more excited though from an offensive perspective. You could tell in week 1 they weren't. I mean, it's not like they weren't sure, but you're breaking in new parts. You're breaking in a new offense.
Talking about the Cowboys.
Talk about the Dallas Cowboys. You didn't know what you're going to get with Javonte Williams yet. You had a new right guard in Tyler Booker. All right, we didn't know what we were going to get with Tyler Guyton, who was coming off of the knee injury. All right, had pretty much missed all of training camp as a result of that. Now you've got an offensive line, and I know we've made a lot about the defense, and rightfully so. But I want to kind of bring it back to the offensive standpoint here because I think we've kind of forgotten about that. This is a good Eagles defense.
Oh, it's very good.
Okay, I mean, for as malign as that offense has been, and that's been bandied about all week long, this defense is what has changed the game from when we talk about this Eagle run that they've been on for the last 4 years, going to 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls, is when this team kind of faltered 2 years ago, much has been made about the offense and what was wrong there, but we also forget too that defense was abysmal. All right, I mean, hell, at one point they brought in Matt Patricia, like midway through the year. He was a disaster. Like everything that could go wrong did go wrong, both offensively and that was for a team that started 10-1. What's different this year, though, is Vic Fangio. All right, this is year 2,
and this is the guy when he was with Denver said he's got the blueprint to stop Dak. And he did that year.
Look, Fangio's got the blueprint to stop a lot of people.
He does, but he specifically said that year, because the Cowboys were rolling.
Yeah.
And Denver was like, yeah, there's another bump in the road. And Fangio said, I got the blueprint.
Yeah.
And then he did, and other teams started copying that. It caused Dak some problems. Dak's a lot smarter. That was 2 years ago. Dak's a whole lot smarter than that now.
Dak's a lot smarter.
And he's doing things he didn't do those 2 years ago. Even though he was I think that was the year he came in second in MVP.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think this year, too, you've got an offensive line that is now, this is going to be their second, I think their third week in a row that they're all healthy and playing. I think that makes a tremendous difference.
It does.
You've got I'm guessing, and we haven't heard anything yet, I believe George Pickens and CD stayed at their respective houses last night.
Yes, they did.
I don't think anybody's caught pictures of them throwing up, whether they can hold their own liquor or not.
By the way, you heard about Pickens' fine for when he grabbed the goalpost, which was nothing. Because he was a repeat offender. Because remember, he waved the football.
That's what I was thinking.
It was like
$26,000. $26,000, and of course, a lot was made about the fact that other players have done the exact same thing and haven't gotten near the fine.
In fact, I think a guy from the Detroit Lions did it.
Jameson Williams or something like that?
He only got like 13, but that was his first offense.
But that's his first offense, and that's where people are kind of getting it misconstrued. And Blake read off some cuts earlier this week of how many fines George Pickens has had since he's been in the National Football League in like the last 2 or 3 seasons. He's got like 14 of them. All right. So, and again, nothing's uber egregious. Okay. Right. It's all just little knick-knack stuff. But of course, that's why it's called the No Fun League, for little goofy stuff like that.
Exactly.
It adds up.
And guess what? The way they interpreted it when he hugged the goalpost, he used a prop.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's a goalpost.
He used a prop, and therefore, by the rules, we're just going to have to find. Oh, he's a repeat offender, so we're going to have to double that because it's a prop. He used a prop.
By the way, we've got 2.
We have to have Dan Blandino.
Let's get him on.
Well, he's going to be on with Chip Follow and Browse. Ask him. You must ask him.
How can you make? I guess technically you could call it a prop. I mean, look, if we're gonna go prop, Joe Horn pulling the cell phone out, to me is still the greatest one of all time. Really? Better 34 to you, and you can and you of all people to me, I will just whatever you say, I'm taking it as gospel. Better 34, Earl Campbell or Walter Payton?
Whoa, see that's another. How are they hating on Shavon on a 30? That's what I'm saying.
Some of the greats of all time.
That's a small niche. To me, that's the squeaky wheel.
That's it.
Creating some attention. I don't want to. First of all, Sweetness was great. Earl was amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that because I love his Earl Campbell links. I'm not just saying that. The Tyler Rose. And by the way, I like mine really crispy. I like it crunchy. I like some crunch on that link.
Good to know.
But Earl Campbell, it's Earl Campbell, man.
So you're taking Earl Campbell over Walter Payton?
I'm afraid I have to.
Wow.
I'm afraid, and I would tell you.
Really?
I'm just saying. Sweetness is sweet, and he's great, and he's amazing.
Yeah.
And I've had the pleasure of meeting both of them.
Yeah. But you're giving the nod to Earl Campbell.
Man. Who do you want to meet in a hole? That's my question.
There you go. You don't want to meet Earl.
Go ahead and pause that for just a second. As the
By the way,
kids say.
I think the state of Texas decreed something for Earl, not an Earl Campbell Day, but they made him like an official Texas legend. Seriously,
as they should. No, I mean, interesting. Okay, interesting take by you. I don't necessarily disagree with that.
And nothing again. This is not sliding.
No, I mean, look. When you get into these kind of conversations, it's not about. I mean, look. Walter Payton is. I mean, Sweetness. He's one of the greatest of all time. I mean, he had that record.
This is when people ask me about Emmett and Barry Sanders, and Emmett's my boy. Me and Emmett are real good friends.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders is the greatest running back I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
In my life.
Yeah, that's not a slide on Emmitt Smith. But
not a slide on Emmett at all. He's got the yardage. He's durable. I mean, But Barry's got incredible moves. I've never. Saquon's the closest thing I've seen to Barry Sanders.
And he's still not in the
Barry
same.
Sanders.
No, not even a little bit. All right. More to come. We got more audio. We got to catch up on what Jerry had to say. We'll try to catch up on some actives and inactives as well as those start rolling in. Tolo's on the telephone at 10:40. We did it yesterday. Now that it's an official game day, you've had all the sleep and all the information and all the things going on with these two teams. What's your final gut telling you on today's game? We'll do that at 10:40, but when we come back, more audio, more breakdown, more analysis, as well as more text messages coming up right here on the Spec Tailgate Show on 105.3 The Fan.
Take us with you wherever you go. Now heard on the iHeartRadio app, YouTube, Twitch, the TuneIn app, our Odyssey app, and of course with the biggest mother of a radio signal in DFW. Thanks for making your favorite travel buddy 105.3 The Fan.
Helzberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop our Black Friday event for up to 65% off in-store or at helzberg.com.
This is Ryan Watson, owner of Alliance Hyundai. During the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, we have over 600 vehicles in stock, like the all-new 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe. Every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, and owner's assurance. Visit us at alliancehyundai.net today.
Hello, seniors 65 and older. Want more personalized health care? Then check out Centerwell Senior Primary Care in DeSoto, in the Walmart on West Beltline Road in I-35 East. At Centerwell, your senior-focused doctor spends more one-on-one time with you. You really feel heard, not hurried. Also, current patients enjoy same-day appointments and 24/7 phone access to the care team. Schedule a tour at Centerwell DeSoto at meetcenterwelldallas.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
We're here at Genesis of Plano, part of the Huffines Auto family, and asking customers what the it means in Huffines has it. Today, we've got Tim Luttrell.
The it for me was even after the purchase of the car, the service and support team continued to follow up with me to make sure that I was happy.
And at Genesis of Plano, we've got a great selection of new 2025 GV70s and GV80 SUVs with low APR financing and low payments with no hidden fees.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Target's Black Friday deals are delivering big surprises all week long, like 40 to 50% off top holiday gifts, plus thousands more deals in-store and online, all with free shipping. Load up on all the season's must-haves with huge deals on tech, video games, toys, floor care, clothing for the family, and so much more. Hurry! These deals are going fast. 40 to 50% off gifts and Saturday. Only at Target. Free shipping applies to orders over $35.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? CarsForKids.org. That's cars with a K.
This segment of the Specs Tailgate Show is brought to you by the Frankels. If you've been injured in a car or truck wreck, call Frankel first. 214-817-333-3333. With Frankel & Frankel, there's never an out-of-pocket cost, and they only get paid when you win. Frankel & Frankel, the go-to car truck wreck attorneys in Dallas.
You just read off an amazing stat to me as it pertains to Texas history, and I wouldn't call myself like a huge history buff. I have been to the Texas Museum of History over there in Austin. Definitely if you ever find yourself in Austin with needing something to do, definitely go check it out. I had to go there with my daughter. She got, I think it was like a school project or something like that, so we went. Great time. No better place to learn about the state of Texas and the just expansive history that is in this great state. But you just rattled off something as it pertains to the conversation we just had in the last segment that blew my mind, because you hear about proclamations and, it's so-and-so day, or you get a street named after you. But that stat you just read off to me, I mean, look, from a Texas standpoint, closes the door on who's the GOAT here in the state of Texas.
So when Tullo texted in who's the better number 34, Earl Campbell or Walter Payton. And Sweetness, of course, is an amazing guy. And I said, both of them are great. But I said, I got to go with Earl.
Yeah.
And I said, I do believe the state of Texas, the legislature, made him a hero or something.
Right.
And I looked it up, and it said, yes, the state of Texas legislature officially declared Earl Campbell an official state hero in 1981. He is only the fourth person in Texas history to receive this honor. The other three, Stephen F. Austin, Sam Houston, and Davy Crockett. Earl Campbell's number 4, and that's it. That's it. So, like I said, it's not just the links. Earl's the man.
That's. I mean, you're talking about Texas legends, and bigger than life figures.
Yeah.
And then you throw, which obviously, and not to say that he wasn't that as well, but so there you have it. If that doesn't conclude, at least from the state of Texas anyway, how people feel about Earl Campbell, there only the fourth person in Texas history at the time.
Well, let me tell you why.
State.
Let me tell you why, for who's maybe new to the state and don't know these things. He grew up in Tyler.
He did. Tyler Rose.
State everything in Tyler. He's a superhero in high school.
Yeah.
And then he goes to UT. Wins the Heisman Trophy, put him on the map, did everything you want. Number 1 pick in the draft to the Oilers. And he gets them in the playoffs, love you blue, all that stuff. And then that damn Bud Adams.
Yeah.
People in Houston cannot stand that owner.
No.
he decided he's going to move them to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And he announces it ahead of time. Nobody's going to the stadium. That was like, that ain't going to happen.
No.
And then Nashville Stadium wasn't ready yet. He parked them in Memphis. I'm from Memphis. Everybody in Memphis hated that. You know why? Because Memphis wanted an NFL team. Nashville never cared one way or the other.
Right.
They loved the Tennessee Vols. That's RJ. Nashville loved college football, not pro football. Memphis would have these committees and try to get it, have them go up to talk to the NFL headquarters and see if we can get a team. And then Bud Adams parked the Oilers in Memphis, and before we moved them to Nashville to become the Tennessee Titans. Trevor, guess what they named the Houston Oilers in Memphis? Guess what they named them?
The Memphis Maulers. I don't know.
The Tennessee Oilers. And they could not. They were playing in Libertyville. Nobody went to them damn games. Yes. Bud Adams. Hated in 2 cities.
Little Debbie's on one today, isn't he? The Memphis Maulers. I'll tell you what, you never
sound like a hockey team.
Never a dull moment
where
with
my home is.
Trevor the Creator.
By the way,
AKA
shout out to the Stars. Unfortunately, they lost.
Oh yeah,
3-2, I believe.
Lost to the Calgary Flames.
Calgary. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Anything from our
Trevor?
Last night was a great game. I mean, we struggled the first period. They're struggling in one period. Like if they can just get a complete game together, they'll be just fine.
Who was in goal last night?
DeSmith was in goal last night. I made sure to watch it and pay attention in case you guys did ask me.
You already know that's going to be a thing from here on out.
The Calgary Flames goalie Dooley. I want to say his name is Dooley. I wrote it down, but he had a quote about what makes him a great goalie, because he looked phenomenal last night. Other than, I think, the third period penalties hurt them. We did a great job. But he says, let me get the quote.
You want to get the quote? All right,
it is hilarious. No, I got it right here. So he said, this is what he tells himself. This is his mantra whenever he feels like he's getting too high on himself. He says, nothing matters. Nobody cares. We're all going to die. And he just tells him that. But that's how he keeps himself from getting too high or too low.
Nothing matters. Nobody cares. We're all going to die.
Exactly.
There's a shorter one of that I really like, and I think Confucius said it. Somebody over there in China said it. This too shall pass.
Mm-hmm.
That keeps you balanced because you can't get too high. You can't start throwing a pity party, because guess what? This too shall pass.
This too shall pass.
If you think you're the greatest of all time, guess what? This too shall pass.
I think Bill Wilson also adopted that credo as well. Real quick, just a quick heads up, Jadeveon Clowney, who's been dealing with shoulder and neck issues all week, is expected to play in today's game against the Eagles. That's according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, so that's good news. Real quick, shout out to my boy A.R. Ron, because he's a huge Green Bay Packer fan, and we've got a lot of Green Bay Packer fans here in the DF Dub, and a little bit of a laundry list. Josh Jacobs will not play against the Vikings, and Matthew Golden is not expected to play either. However, Dontavian Wicks and Savion Williams are both expected to play today. So I don't know who the backup is in Green Bay. We can look that up, I'm sure, at some point before the show's over. But if you got Josh Jacobs on your fantasy team, go ahead and stash him, because he ain't going to play today. And if you got his backup, then go ahead and throw him in the mix.
See, that's why the Tolos listen to the Spec's Tailgate Show.
Absolutely. I'd like to think so. And then a little UT connection here. Xavier Worthy, who's been pretty borderline worthless since he came back after the first game or two, is expected to play today in Sunday's game. Now, although I will say it wasn't his fault that Mahomes overthrew him on that pass he got open on last week. Ramondre Stevenson, running back for the for the New England Patriots, is also expected to play, although Travion Henderson is the dog over there as well. So just a couple, and also Alvin Kamara. Oh, one other important note, and I don't know, I mean, if you're playing Aaron Rodgers in your fantasy league, you're pretty much cooked already. Aaron Rodgers will not play today against the Bears, as he's dealing with the left. He's got a left wrist injury, and Mason Rudolph, who we all know, the last time we remember seeing him, he was getting a helmet to a dome, is expected to get the start. Mm-hmm. So a little information on that front as well. But When I think about this Dallas Cowboys game today, I think the biggest thing when we talk about, outside of the offensive line, they're going to have their hands full with Jalen Carter. We already talked about Jalen Phillips as well. But I'm expecting Jake Ferguson to have himself a better game, have another good game today. I mean, look, he's got 400 yards. He's well on his way to breaking all the records, not records, but having a personal best as far as yards, catches. I mean, he was on a historic pace the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season. He's already got 7 touchdowns this year, so he's had an incredible year thus far, and I expect that to continue, and they're going to need it from him.
Yes, and speaking of the tight ends, I saw this Joe Hoyle with the Morning News. He's got a really good breakdown on things. He talks about the tight ends. This is something for everybody to pay attention to. Brevin Spann-Ford, that's the third tight end. You already know a Schoonmaker, and you got
although I would argue Hunter Lipke has kind of leapfrogged Scooney.
Well, Lipke's really a fullback. That's his role.
I mean, he
catches the ball back. So we're kind of like a real tight end group.
Yeah.
He's in the tight end room. He's not in the Lipke's not in the tight end room. But this is what's so wild. They use. Watch out for this, everybody. They use this guy, Brevin Spann-Ford, in the 13. Instead of a 12 group, 13 package, that's 3 tight ends.
Yeah.
Because he's a hell of a run blocker. He's number 1 in the NFL in tight ends run blocking.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but the third tight. So if he's in the game, that means Williams is going to bust out of there. Just keep an eye on that. And the offensive coordinator, Adam, he's going crazy over there. He said, yeah, low key, you're getting it done for us.
No, Spann-Ford has been, and look, Spann-Ford's somebody that has gotten love, not just from a statistical
he's
and
270 pounds.
Well, the thing about
in other words, he's like another offensive lineman.
He's a mountain of a man. He is a large human being. And you were thinking, all right, maybe he'll start getting a little more, some more throws or more receptions or targets or whatever you want to call it. But I think it's just the fact that, Jake Ferguson is obviously, and when they do, the 2 tight end personnel and what have you, but for what he brings to you. Now, he's been I want to say there's been 2 games this year. Carolina and I want to say Arizona were the 2 games where actually he caught the first pass of the game. Now, they lost both those games, so maybe he stopped throwing to Spann-Ford on the first play of the game. But to your point, what he brings to you in the run block game, which is obviously huge. And according to Shoddy, when he was asked a week or so ago, who are some of the best practice players, Spann-Ford was one of the first guys that came up.
Solid.
Right? Love Spann-Ford from that standpoint. And so it's just those guys doing, what do we talk about? The little things
Jaden Blue
that get you on the field keep you there.
Jaden Blue.
So
how many times we got to tell you Jaden Blue?
Because you have a hole at backup running back.
That's right.
Okay, you have, because I don't know that we appreciate enough of what Javonte Williams has done, because God forbid if something were to happen to him, because we've seen CeeDee Lamb go down.
Exactly.
All right, and you didn't, and your offense didn't miss a beat because you went through George Pickens, and George Pickens went ham those 3 or 4 weeks that he was out. You lose Javonte Williams, you're cooked.
You're cooked.
Okay, because I like Malik Davis, maybe the best last name in all of football, but is Malik? There's a reason why Malik hasn't. You know what I'm saying?
There's a reason why
he's
they brought him back. They showed him. It wasn't the first preseason game. Well, he wasn't even in training camp until the first preseason game.
He went off. Right?
I'm talking about he wasn't even in camp.
Oh yeah, exactly.
He showed up for the preseason. I'm happy for him.
Oh look, it's a testament to him. It's a testament to the fact that, again, let's keep the theme going. He does the little things that they like.
That's right.
That they can call him off the couch and say, hey, look, we need you to come in, boom. And he doesn't miss a beat. Comes in, plug and play, boom, done. But that being said, that's all well and good when you're the backup getting 5-6 carries at most. You got no bell cow, God forbid, if something happens to Javonte Williams. And I don't think I don't know that we've given enough appreciation, because look, the 2 positions you cannot, and I do mean cannot afford to lose, are Dak and Javonte.
That's it.
All right? Because again, you've seen what happens when you lose a wide receiver. We've seen, and
I'm talking about for this season, everybody.
Just for this season. Because look, you've lost your left tackle. All right? God forbid something happened to Tyler Guyton or Terrence Steele. I think we all feel somewhat okay that you could slide in Nate Thomas, and I'm not going to say you're not going to miss a beat, but
it won't be the same.
Okay. All right?
Yeah.
You've lost your center. You've lost your right guard.
Yep.
Yes, obviously losing Tyler Smith would suck, but you could plug in, a Brock Hoffman and stem the tide.
They're a little versatile.
All right, that's the issue, though. Right? You lose a guy like a Javonte Williams, and let's knock on wood, 'cause we're not trying to put that in the universe. But you'd be feeling some type of way.
Basically, you're telling all the Tolos and Cowboy fans, do not take him for granted.
No, absolutely not.
Take that man's job for granted.
If you had a proactive front office, maybe go ahead and sign him to a 2-year extension right now and not wait until the end of the year.
But that's not how they do it. At the end of the day, deadlines make deals. That's what they say.
Well, we'll see what happens with this whole George Pickens
burning
thing.
him for a while.
George Pickens already said this week that he wants to come back to the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, look, anybody with a pulse and I mean, hell, Stevie Wonder wants George Pickens back after what he's seen from George Pickens this year. All right, now it's time to hear from you guys, the fan, the Tolo, the Fatty, and everybody in between. 877-881-1053, 877-881-1053. Tolo's on the telephone coming up next. 30 seconds, tell us your Cowboys prediction for this afternoon. Lots to get to. Don't go anywhere. This is the Spec Tailgate Show.
He's a world champion arm wrestler and one of QC Kinetics' most outspoken advocates. When Monster Mike Todd severely injured his bicep, doctors recommended a career-ending surgery.
Well, I definitely was never going to do that because I'm a competitive athlete.
And he didn't have to because the QC Kinetics medical team jumped into action, treating the damage using Mike's own orthobiologics. No need for surgery.
I think QC Kinetics was a huge help in my recovery. The percentages were that I would never make it back to this level.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments have helped transform, relieve, and restore thousands of patients with injuries and joint pain.
There's a pretty good chance that with under 15 weeks, I'll be competing for the heavyweight world title. Yeah, so I might be 24-time world champion by the end of the year.
You got this, Mike. And for anyone listening who's dealing with joint pain, the QC Kinetics consultation is free. So give them a call today.
Call QC Kinetics, 972-972-8610. That's 972-972-8610. 972-972-8610.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
I gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency, all over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature-Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Bake your favorites with Whole Foods Market. Get 25% off 365 brand select baking essentials with Prime through December 2nd. From pumpkin pies to sugar cookies, we've got your recipes covered. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, and block parties are back. And however you like to get in on the action, you can do it on Underdog right now in Texas. This season, you can make team picks and player picks. Just download the app, sign up, and you'll get $100 in bonus entries when you make your first $5 fantasy entry. Using Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite team will win or if your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. Plus, with Underdog's quick payouts, you can get your profits fast. So download the app today and use promo code MASTERPIECE to score $100 in bonus entries when you make your first $5 fantasy entry. Player picks, team picks, all on Underdog.
Crypto powered by Underdog Predict. Trading derivatives involve risk and may not be appropriate for all. For more information, visit www.nadex.com/rules and underdogfantasy.com/rules. For Crypto.com predictions, the term pick refers to a product traded on CDNA. Must be 18 or over and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details concerned with your play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Join the Fan and G-Bag Nation as we support the Texas Rangers Toy Drive. Tuesday, December 9th from 4 till 7 p.m. at Globe Life Field. Rangers players, alumni, coaches, and broadcasters will be signing autographs. Plus, while supplies last, fans who bring new unwrapped toys will receive a ticket to a select 2026 Texas Rangers home game. It's a fun-filled afternoon supporting a great cause. For more information, go to rangers.com/toy drive.
This segment of the Specs Tailgate Show is brought to you by Classic Chevrolet. If you're in the market to upgrade your vehicle, get to Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine. Back-to-back #1 Chevy dealership in the world. They got more new Chevys than anyone, all priced to sell. Silverado, Tahoe, Blazers, Malibus, Equinox, and more. Visit ClassicChevrolet.com. This is Texas. This is Classic Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Relax and enjoy the difference. Based on new Chevy registrations 2023 and 2024.
Great read as always. This is the Specs Tailgate Show. Specs Wine, Spirits, Finer Foods, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Cheers to savings. And a couple little administrative house cleaning items you want to attend to there, Mr. Chris Arnold?
Yes, since a lot of Tolos and Cowboy fans are headed out to AT&T. Some of you might be out there already tailgating. There. And you were saying you and Blake going to be in Lot 4.
Lot 4. Holler at us. If you're going to be out there in Lot 4, let us know. Blake and I will stop by. We will eat your food. We'll high-five you, and we will love you up on the radio.
How can they get in touch with you? Is this the
Well, text into the show
right
before
now?
Text into the show before we're here till 12:30, or you can add us on the old Twitter sphere or Instagram, because Blake and I both have the same Twitter and Instagram at the Freddie D at Blake Live __. So let us know if you're going to be in Lot 4. We'll definitely stop by and say what's up.
So check this out. A lot of people going to the game, and everybody wants to know, will the roof be open? We don't know. We usually ask Broadus and Chip Fowler. They're going to be out there broadcasting live outside on the West Plaza. But check this out. There's some bad weather coming in. Not for the game. It should come really hard tomorrow.
Yeah.
The bad weather. The rain is this is a flash flood warning right now. At 6 o'clock this evening, flash flood warning from our chief meteorologist, Dan Brunoff, who says it's going to be all the way around to tomorrow. The hard, heavy rains will be tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. But it's going to be like 20% tonight. So you might get a little rain when you get out of the stadium and whatnot, or if you're bringing some tailgate stuff, make sure you got a tent with you, just in case.
At the very least, a poncho.
A poncho.
All right, and maybe even a Sears poncho if you're so, apt to have one. All right, let's get this thing rocking and rolling here on the Specs Tailgate Show. 877-881-1053. 877-881-1053. We want to hear from you, the fan. How are you feeling about this Dallas Cowboy game today? It's not necessarily a must-win, but I think we all agree that you need to win at least one of the next three. Eagles, Chiefs, Detroit Lions. All right, you need I've heard one of the three. I think two of the three is kind of steep. But if you got to win at least one. Because there's no way if you go 0-3 during this stretch, you're done.
You better win one of the NFC East, one of the NFC teams. Then
got to.
Because
right?
Kansas City's AFC, and that's nice, but that's not going to help you.
No, not in the grand scheme of things from a ranking. And you start exactly there. You have it. All right, so 877-881-1053. Let's go out to Jason in Dallas and get this thing kicked off.
Hey, Jason.
How we feeling, Jason in the Big D?
What's up, fellas?
Chilling.
Fred Davis. Hey, I just want to say I texted in earlier. You're a legend in the works, Fred.
Wow, man, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
But
don't flatter me too much.
I'm feeling good about this game, man. I think Dak's going to own them today. I'm saying Eagles by 7. Or
Whoa, Freudian slip. Wait, you just said Dak's going to own them, and then you said Eagles by 7?
Yeah. I messed up. It's Cowboys by 7. I think Dak's going to clean it up today. But I got a bigger question.
Give me a score real quick. Give me a score.
Let's do 27-20.
Love it. Great score.
But I got a question for you. Who do you think is going to be a bigger problem? Jalen Carter and Jalen Phillips, or Quinnen Williams and DeMarvin Overshown?
Now, wait a minute. Are you now real quick? Did you get that from G-Bag on Friday? He's
a Tolo.
I got it from I'm Tolo, but I also listened to Broadus's
Crown Global Media.
The Crown Global Media. Yeah,
absolutely.
Listen to him and watch all the time. But I was just curious to get y'all's opinion on that.
Great question, and shout out to Broadus and Vach and the boys over there, because they talked about that on their podcast Friday, and then they brought it up again on G-Bag, and you and I talked about it yesterday on the air here, because like I said, I mean, it was such a great question that we can't get enough of it. I said yesterday, and I still hold true to this today. I think it's going to be Quinnen Williams and DeMarvin Overshown. Now, look, DeMarvin Overshown, again, we understand he's still getting back into the flow of the swing of things, but I just feel like with the difference is I trust the Cowboys' offensive line more. All right. Again, Jalen Carter's going to do Jalen Carter thing. Let's not get that confused. And Jalen Phillips
got Jalen Carter all day.
Absolutely,
but you're saying it's all about both offensive lines.
I think you have to factor in the offensive line play. All right. I think the Cowboys have a better interior offensive line. We haven't heard yet whether or not Cam Jurgens is going to be there or not. And then on top of that,
Lane Johnson ain't
going to be there.
Fred Johnson going to be in there.
Landon Dickerson has had issues already this year from an injury standpoint. So again, we're not saying anything about the quality of their offensive line. We're just saying that's a banged up unit. Give me Quinnen Williams and the effect that he had on the rest of the defensive line. Give me Quinnen. Give me DeMarvin Overshown. Jason, great call from you, my friend. Call in anytime.
Real quick. Thanks, Jason. We got a longtime Tolo, Tovash. He's over at the AT&T Stadium right now. He said the roof and doors are closed. I'm here right now. I'll text a picture to confirm it. We already trust you.
Tovash, we love you, brother.
Because we know what you do over there.
We know you're too legit to quit.
Now back to Quinnen Williams.
Yes.
Like I said, our boy Joe Hoyt over there at Morning News, he's killing this with his tips today in the Morning News. This is what he said about the impact of Quinnen Williams on that defense right now. He's had 1.5 sacks, 7 pressures, right? But guess what? He's opened up those rushing lanes, and more important, you were talking about this yesterday with Kenny Clark and
Osa having his best game of the year,
and Donovan,
not a coincidence.
Yeah, and Donovan Izaraku. Check this out. This is what Kenny Clark was saying about Quinnen. He said he's not only an athletic talent, he's teaching up the young guys. He's giving all of us defensive tips on how to beat the other offensive linemen. So you got another coach on the field who happens to be your best defensive lineman. He's out there doing it. And here's what's really wild about that whole thing about that defense and the rotation, because they got those players now. You're talking about which team's defense is going to do better. We already know Eagles got a great defense.
Absolutely.
Cowboys are better. This game against the Raiders, they used 22 different players. Only one player played 100% of the snaps. I bet you can't even name it. And a little birdie told me Thursday that he might wind up starting. This guy might wind up starting. He's corner.
Kalen Carson?
Yeah,
no,
he played 100% snaps.
Bumping that number 2 spot.
Yep. And so 19 defenders played at least 15 snaps on defense, which meant the rotation looked good.
No, it absolutely did.
So what we're trying to say is this defense looks like a real defense now, as opposed to guys trying to learn the new defensive coordinator's defense.
Absolutely. All right, let's go out to Deborah in Dallas. Oh, man, Is this? Wait, it's too easy to say.
Stop that.
Deborah in Dallas. What's going on? What's going on? Is this a real person? Deborah, are you ball sacking us, Deborah?
Was that a movie back in the day?
Boy, this isn't the Debbie, is it? Okay, I'm sure you've heard that before, maybe once or twice.
I am a Deborah from back in the day.
Shout out to you.
Hey,
I'll tell you
Deborah.
what. We don't have enough Deborahs. That is
really?
an old school name. I'll tell you what, like Deborahs and Freds.
Actually, I was with Chris on when they had the going away party for Tom Joyner back in the day.
Look out! Yeah, that was early 90s.
I'm
Look
talking
out,
about.
Deborah.
Deborah, what you got for us?
I have a ball that I got from Jason Terry that has all the signatures on it from the Mavericks when they won the
championship.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know who to talk to about it. And I told my husband, I said, maybe I'm sure Chris would know where I need to take this ball.
Actually, I don't know.
All the signatures on
but
it.
Kevin and Corey do, and they're having their pizza-thon on
absolutely.
Tuesday live. Do you know the location off the top of your head, Fred? Is it behind you on the wall? Is it behind you on the wall? The location?
Starts with an R.
RJ Dukes. RJ Dukes.
And listen to KNC tomorrow, and they'll be talking about it because Tuesday, this is where all these collectibles, sports collectibles happen.
No, that's going down on Wednesday. I'll tell you what, Deborah, text into the show, 877-881-1053, the same number you called into. Go ahead and text in. Chris will get your number, and we'll finagle something for you. Real quick, you got a Cowboys prediction?
Cowboys, of course. Now, I tell you this.
Deborah, we're up against it.
When I was growing up, we were such Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
I'm 75 years old. And my mother used to take us to Waco to look at the games when they were blacked out here.
Okay, I love it. Hey, well, give me a score, Deborah.
Final score?
Give me a score.
55-10.
55-10. My God, Deborah. My God. Okay.
She's a Cowboys fan.
Let's go to Nick in Dallas. What you got, Nick? Nick, what you got?
Man, I got Dallas 37-21 today.
Okay.
Yes. I got now this is only if Dallas plays their game. If they don't get conservative and they don't screw around and act like they're playing scared. They got to go out there and attack.
I love it. I'll tell you what. So 37-21, great call from you, my friend. Let's go out to AC and Irving. What you got, AC and Irving?
Hey, I'm next.
Yes, sir. AC and Irving, you're up. What's up? What you got?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, I was just trying to sell this PSA 10. Michael, just kidding. I'm fucking all right. I'm just existing right now. I got a couple beverages. If we win, that's awesome. If we lose, that's about the par of it. Yeah, man, I don't got a lot of expectations. So
give me a score. Give me a prediction.
Oh God! All right. Well, I'm gonna be hometown biased.
Do it.
I'm gonna say let's do about 27. Let's do 27-24. All right.
27-24. That is an excellent score, my friend. You and Blake Elliott are both on the same page. AC and Irving, please be safe today. All right, get us out of here with this. Jason in Washington D.C. What's up, Jason?
Hey, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Chilling. What you got?
I got. This is the score today.
Okay.
Aubrey kicks a game-winning field goal from 60 yards to win the game.
Love it.
27-24 Cowboys.
Love it.
Appreciate
Shout
you,
out to
man.
you, Jason in D.C. That was absolutely. I tell you what, and shame on me for not getting this segment started sooner because we got the phone lines, much like the internet, we got it going nuts. But I'll tell you what, we'll have to talk to you guys tomorrow night. All right, that is another hour of the show in the books. When we come back, let's take a look at some of the early slate of games. We got afternoon games, and of course, we got to get the actives and the inactives as well. So much to get to. Don't go anywhere. This is the Specs Tailgate Show right here on 105.3 The Fan.
Our goal is to have you winning every sports debate with your buds. We'll do the homework. You just listen and enjoy. Turn it on and leave it on. The Fan and our Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Get charged up, Euless. This weekend only. It's the grand opening celebration at Batteries Plus. Exclusive deals, giveaways, and all the power you need for home, car, and business. Don't miss it. The grand opening this weekend at Batteries Plus, Euless. 2720 Highway 121.
This is Ryan Watson, owner of Alliance Hyundai. During the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, we have over 600 vehicles in stock, like the all-new 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe. Every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, and owner's assurance. Visit us at AllianceHyundai.net today.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah.
I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Are you tired of online threats? Then get an antivirus. It's the only online protection you will ever need.
Disclaimer, an antivirus is just half protection online. It will not protect you from snoopers or encrypt your online traffic. So this Black Friday, get better online protection with NordVPN. NordVPN will encrypt your traffic, protect you from malware and phishing, and stop annoying ads. Get the NordVPN Black Friday deal with 73% off and enjoy 3 extra months.
There are only about 4,300 publicly traded companies on the U.S. Stock Exchange. But there are an estimated 33 million companies in the U.S. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. The average investor is missing out on over 99% of the investment opportunity that's happening in this beautiful country until now. True portfolio strength is found beyond the confines of the S&P 500, investing in promising companies before they go public. Private real estate, infrastructure, world-changing technologies. This is called the endowment model. The endowment model has historically outperformed the traditional model of just stocks and bonds. If you're an accredited investor and want more from your investments, it's time to think beyond just stocks and bonds. Call Trajan today, 469-579-3500. That's 469-579-3500.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your Nature-Made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-885-2020. 800-885-2020. Again, that's 800-885-2020.
This is the exclusive home of Dallas Cowboys football. KRLD-FM and HD1, Dallas, Fort Worth. Let's go, Cowboys.
An Odyssey sports station.
Driven by our D&M Leasing Studios. Thanks for turning it on and leaving it on. 105.3 The Fan.
Hour number 3 happening right now.
Whee!
That is the 3-time Hall of Famer Chris Arnold.
Got you down.
I'm Fred Davis, and that is Trevor the Creator, a.k.a. Little Debbie, behind the glass on the 1, 2s, and 3s here on the Specs Tailgate show on this absolutely incredible Sunday morning. Don't forget, Specs Wine, Spirits, Finer Foods, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Cheers to savings. Another tremendous totals on the telephone in the books. 5-0 5-0 across the board on the predictions for your Dallas Cowboys. A lot of people feeling the same way as far as, kind of what they're going to score. Jason in Dallas, 27-20. Is that Mick? I'm sorry, Nick. Can't even write my own handwriting. Nick in Dallas has the Cowboys winning 37-21. AC in Irving has them 27-24. Jason in D.C. also feels that way. And then the standalone, the outlier, if you will, Miss Deborah from Dallas, we're not making this up, who also has a basketball she's trying to sell as well, so you may want to reach out to her about that.
She just texted in.
55-10
Cowboys.
So big. She expects big things.
972 says Deborah
Cowboys.
is a legend.
Deborah is a legend in more ways than one.
She's seasoned.
In these parts.
She's a seasoned vet. And by the way, Deborah, I see your text, and we will get back to you so you can get the information back.
That's it. We'll get you squared away on
because that is a big piece of thon.
No,
on
it
Wednesday.
absolutely is, and that's a lot of fans would clamor for that item that she has. So I'm talking about the basketball. Okay. By the way, quick update. By the way, we've got a substitution today.
Don't say somebody.
Substitution today.
Wait a minute. Christy Scales is supposed to announce this.
Well, let me tell you something. Breaking news. It's on the it's about the broadcast team here at 105 through the Fan. And I'd like to think that it hasn't been anything I've said, but Eric Chiafalo, the pride of North Texas, will be out today. You normally hear him on the pregame show with the Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus. He is of the Nosebleeds and G-Bag fame.
And by the way, they started the Nosebleeds radio broadcast at UNT.
Okay, so even more reason why we should see more UNT gear out of these guys. That said, Eric Chiafalo out, down, sick. I don't know what it is. All right, so let's not speculate, but we do know that Eric Chiafalo is out for today, and in his stead will be Mr.
Wole Bole,
Zach Wolchuk,
the other nosebleed seat from the G-Bag Nation. In fact, would you like to hear the entire roster for today?
Let's lay out the plan of attack for this broadcast schedule today as we lead you up to the 3:30 kickoff between your Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's right. This is the Spec's Tailgate Show with me and Fred, and we're going to lead you all the way to 12:30. That's when the guys will take over from the Miller Lite West Plaza at AT&T Stadium. It will be the Wooly Bully and Brian Broaddus. Outside of our regular pregame features that includes a look around the NFL and the NFC East, a live visit with our insider for the Cowboys, Bobby Belt, a check-in live with Babe and Christy, an exclusive one-on-one interview with Shoddy and Brad Sham, and this week we'll also feature a live visit from the field with Fox Rules expert Dean Blandino. Dad's got that ball. Working today's game with Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady, Aaron Andrews, and Tom Rinaldi. And by the way, I really want the Wooly Bully and Brian Broaddus to ask Dean Blandino about these penalties they were putting on George Pickens. Because that was, $28,000?
26 G's for
hugging the goalpost, using it as a prop. When you score that touchdown. We'll visit live in our booth with Merrill Reese, the legendary play-by-play voice of the Eagles. My player profile this week is with Siobhan Revel, the cornerback who is making everybody go crazy. This guy's really good. He's a rookie. He's
got the internet going nuts.
He's got him going nuts. Well, he said the comp on measurables, this is what his career is going to be. Think Richard Sherman size.
You and I are on the same page on that. I said it earlier this week.
The instincts.
That's not saying he's going to beat Richard Sherman, because I'll tell you what, if he did,
woo! Kickoff is at 3:25 with Brad Sham, Babe Laufenberg, and Christy Scales. Halftime hosted live by Wooly Bully himself, Zach Wolchuk, and Brian Broaddus, breaking down the first half and with a look ahead to the rest of the game. Our post game will go live all the way till 9:30 tonight from the Miller Lite Field Club with Zach and Brian's breakdown, press conferences. Hey, how about Fred, me, you, and Blake in the Cowboys locker room getting the players' reactions? You're going to hear that on the postgame show. And listeners, you'll be able to call in as well. And the legendary Brad Sham is also going to drop by. And that is today's Cowboys extravaganza, heard only on the Cowboys, home of the Cowboys, 105.3 The
Fan. Stop me if you've heard this before. Mozzie Smith, a healthy scratch.
And who picked him up again?
Yeah, so he was part of the Quinnen Williams trade. He got shipped over to the New York Jets.
That's right.
And
healthy scratch. That's his career this season.
I tell you what, it's been a rough go for our boy Mozzie Smith.
Once again, if they'd ever addressed it the right way. I've been saying this for 100 years.
Yeah.
Give me a 350-pound, big butt, run-stuffing, one technique, three technique, whatever. Somebody to stop. That's what I've been saying it for at least 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go get Aaron Donald. I wanted to go get Vita Vea. I wanted to go up and make a move. And they never did. And everybody knows they should have drafted T.J. Watt at least.
At the very least.
At the least. And then,
as they always say, hindsight's
Taco.
always crystal clear, ladies and gentlemen. We'll read through some actives and inactives here, or actually just inactives for the early window of games that's going to kick off here in less than an hour.
Yeah, go for it.
Jets, we alluded to Mozzie Smith. If you got any of the other players on your team that you're worried about, and this is more from fantasy purposes, and I guess for those of you that like to put a little action, I want a little juice on the game. There's really nobody. I mean, we're talking about the Jets and the Ravens for crying out loud.
Ravens
the Jets
what, 13.5 team boy? 13.5
I've got that spread somewhere. We talked about it. It's like a 9 and 10.5. Might be 13. It's something crazy, but yeah, it's definitely up there. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, Rashad Bateman, who allegedly, tell you what, how are Cowboy fans feeling? The fact that allegedly the Cowboys were kicking the tires on a trade for Rashad Bateman. And thank God that deal didn't go through, or whatever happened prevented that. And you went ahead and got George Pickens, because I promise you this, you are not having the same kind of offense or near the same impact if you would trade it for Rashad Bateman. That would have been one of those Cowboys being Cowboys moves. And Cooper Rush is inactive for the Ravens today. However, he will be the emergency third QB. God forbid something goes down there. Aaron Rodgers in the Pittsburgh Steelers-Chicago Bears game. Aaron Rodgers will be inactive today. Obviously, he's dealing with the left wrist injury for the Bears.
Put a mushroom on it. Just, Aaron, put a mushroom on it.
Put some tussin on it. That's all you need.
Tussin.
You'll be good.
He don't like tussin.
Man, there's a lot of... Exactly. Who knows? A little ayahuasca. See how that goes. I'm looking at the Bears.
Drink on it?
Well, I'm sure he's poured other things. Case Keenum is going to be inactive. Travis Homer, and then guys that nobody cares about, unless your name is Degenerate Jake. For the Patriots... Tommy DeVito is going to be the third quarterback. Hey, this guy. Tommy Cutlets. Then outside of that, Efton Chisholm.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Chisholm Trail?
From the Bengals. Now, the only guy that jumps off the page is Trey Hendrickson.
Right. By the way, I've heard that Joe Burrow, they're saving him for next week.
I could see that.
It's a home game.
I could see that. That makes a lot of sense. And I think the Patriots are going to put BTA, as the kids say,
anyway. 9 in a row.
Outside of that, Bengals-wise, I mean, outside of Trey Hendrickson, Samaje Perine is probably the only other name that anybody cares about. Now, this Giants-Detroit Lions game, let's run through a few of these, because these are some names that do jump off the page to you in some form or fashion. Jackson Dart, he's out once again, and Kayvon Thibodeau will be out once again for the New York Giants. Then on the Lions side of things, Terrion Arnold, he's been out for, he's been dealing with injury issues all year long, and Kirby Joseph will be out, and then Quentin Jefferson on that defensive line. So just a few names to throw out there on the Lions front. Minnesota Vikings at the Green Bay Packers. This is going to be. I mean, first of all, it's a divisional game. Mm-hmm. It's a game where, and I'm going to get your thoughts real quickly on this. Much has been made about J.J. McCarthy. All right, again. First round pick from a year ago, tears his ACL or whatever it was. He's out for all of last year, and of course nobody missed him because you had Sam Darnold have an absolutely incredible season, so nobody really was all that worried about it. He's only played 5 games this year and has not looked good. All right. Now, we all know Kevin O'Connell's a quarterback whisperer. It doesn't matter who it seems like he's been at quarterback. The guy has been a magician of things, has helped essentially resuscitate Sam Darnold's career, right? I mean, Sam Darnold's not getting paid this year if he doesn't go do what he does last year, and Kevin O'Connell has gotten all the credit for that. As much has been made about J.J. McCarthy not having a great year, I think Wolchuk said this the other day on G-Bag, we're 5 games into this dude's career. Right. Like, I think we need to pump the brakes. And I wasn't a J.J. McCarthy guy coming out of college, Michigan. So I'm not going to pretend like, hey, this guy was going to be the second coming of, insert.
He was more of a bus
great
driver
quarterback
in Michigan. A little bit better than
Can he throw the pill? Absolutely. But again, it wasn't like that offense was predicated on what J.J. McCarthy could do.
Correct.
Right?
He just did what he's supposed to do. That's why I said bus driver. It's not a knock. It was just that
100%.
it was just that
100%.
he didn't carry them. He didn't have to carry them.
He didn't have to because that team was loaded from top to bottom. So that being said, are you out on J.J. McCarthy?
No.
Or I'm of the, hey, let's give the kid some more time. We're only 5 games into his rookie season.
I've always been about that because we live in a day and age of instant gratification. And people love to project. I said projection in sport. A lot of people love to live in the world of theoreticals instead of reality. In other words, if your team lose 3 games in a row in the NFL, I want to see the NFL draft. Let me look at some tape.
Yeah.
They project. And what is added to this instant gratification world, you got the fantasy stuff. There's layers to this.
Well, so now the gambling's in every
that's what I'm saying.
of it.
That's the other part. So therefore, there are people who really don't even care about the game itself. They just want to know the results. They want to see the highlights. They want to cover the spreads, but they also want to know so that they can look at tape for the draft, watch combine. I'm telling you, they don't want to see a team lose 3 games in a row and sweat it out to see if they can right the ship. They don't want to see a player have 3 bad games to start a career, and they're terrible. I mean, that's not the way the world really is. That's the way people like to project because they're all in on the conversation when you can project. Because you can say, hey, you know what we can do? We can trade so-and-so. Do you know what we can do? We can get this pick in the draft. Do you know what we can do? They love to talk about projection. You know who I think's going to win? That's another projection. That's the gambling part of it. So with that being said, guys like Baker Mayfield didn't have a chance in Cleveland. Everybody's projecting. He's in Tampa right now.
He did get off to a good start. I think that's the thing people forget. He got off to a great start in Cleveland.
He did.
And then he kind of got banged up. Really, OBJ, I think, kind of torpedoed him in Cleveland.
OBJ is daddy. Saying he's getting in other people's business, talking about their money. But more importantly, you talked about he got banged up. Why in the playoffs, knowing he was going to get an extension and the shoulder's bad, why does coach have him try to throw the ball? I watched that game out. Wait a minute. You're running the ball at will, Cleveland. Why are you having Baker with his bad shoulder throw? He throws a pick and everybody hates him in Cleveland.
You had prime Nick Chubb. You had Kareem Hunt before he got slow. I mean, you had 2 dogs at running back.
Yeah.
No need why you had
with
to.
With his bad shoulder, why you have him throw the ball?
My man's got a bad wing and you're over here trying to fling the rock.
He was showing he's a team guy. He's a warrior. So, again, I'm using Baker as an example because look what happened with him. Sam Darnold, early on in his career, he's been through every coordinator you can think of with every different team, but this guy's got some talent.
Yeah, he does.
But he's bouncing around because of we need instant gratification, whether it's the owner, whether it's the fans, whether it's the coach's job is on the line.
Yeah. I mean, look, you could throw Mac Jones in that conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, look, you don't think I think Mac Jones got a 2-year deal, so I think he's got 1 more year left in San Francisco. But tell you what, he's somebody, and me and you actually had talked about this a year ago when I made a joke about how could he be the Cowboys' next quarterback because he was balling in the preseason for Jacksonville. I've always been a Mac Jones guy. Look, he's not the fleetest of foot. He's not going to wow you with his athleticism, but can the man spin the rock? Absolutely. Vikings and Packers, we've already told you. That really one of the bigger names, and of course I've got him on my fantasy, so I'm probably going to have to make a decision here pretty soon. Jonathan Grenard is out for the Vikings, as is Austin Keys. Then for the Packers, we already told you early on in the show, this was decided yesterday. Josh Jacobs is out, Matthew Golden's out, and their kicker's out too. So something to keep an eye on in a close game, as that's a noon kickoff over on Fox. A game that look, this is nut cutting time for my Kansas City Chiefs as they play the Indianapolis Colts. Good news for the Colts, though. Daniel Jones was a name that was being bandied about, may not play today, had a calf strain. I think that was listed on the injury report on Thursday. Looks like he's going to be good to go today. The only other guy, kind of DJ Giddens and Jonathan Edwards, Ruben Lowry III. For the Chiefs, no Isaiah Pacheco, no Elijah Mitchell. So that tells you that Clyde Edwards-Helaire got the bump, and why he's still a Chief is anybody's guess. And then, of course, the only other guy that really matters on this list is, I guess, just Wanya Morris and Josh Williams. But anyway, to think that they could have given up a third-round pick for Breece Hall, anyway, I digress. The Seahawks at Tennessee. Does anybody care who Tennessee's missing? No. Meanwhile, for the Seattle Seahawks, Jalen Milroe will be the emergency third quarterback, but no Ernest Jones, Tyrese Knight, and or Connor O'Toole for the Seattle Seahawks. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go to break. We've got some no inactives yet for the late game as well, but we will get into a little bit about just kind of go through it real quick. some of the games that we got going on, and then, of course, we will give our Cowboys prediction in the 11:40 segment. So I know CA's got his. We'll hear what Bevo Beck has to say as well. You may know him as Little Debbie as well. So many things to get to. Your text messages more. Don't go anywhere.
Him a cupcake?
I'm calling him a ding-dong. Don't go anywhere. This is the Spec Tailgate Show.
When your friends say, hey, did you hear? You can proudly say, I heard it on the fan. Keeping you sports informed with some quality laughs along the way. Turn it on and leave it on. 105.3 The Fan, the Odyssey app, iHeartRadio app, and TuneIn app.
Host a show-stopping feast with Whole Foods Market. Prime members get 365-gram frozen whole turkeys for $1.49 per pound through December 2nd. As always, there are no antibiotics ever. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
Currently, we're farming about 800 acres, and every year we're looking at what we can do to improve our farm, plant fertility, higher yields. That all starts with ag research.
Every year, America's research universities drive over $3.4 billion in agricultural science that supports U.S. farmers.
I want to keep this family farm in our family.
Help protect American farmers. Visit research4.us. Paid for by Research for a Stronger America.
We're here at Genesis of Plano, part of the Huffines Auto family, and asking customers what the it means in Huffines has it. Today, we've got Tim Luttrell.
The it for me was even after the purchase of the car, the service and support team continued to follow up with me to make sure that I was happy.
And at Genesis of Plano, we've got a great selection of new 2025 GV70s and GV80 SUVs with low APR financing and low payments with no hidden fees.
I'm Pete Thompson with a consumer team alert. With colder weather coming, don't be fooled by the quickie 30-minute tune-ups that many companies do. Call the on-time experts now. They'll thoroughly disassemble, clean, and reassemble your HVAC system and give you a no-breakdown guarantee so you know you'll be warm this winter. Normally, this tune-up is $199. For new customers that call right now, you'll pay just $59. Go to theontimeexperts.com. Theontimeexperts.com.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone too for my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family. Drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile. The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended, balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement, 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
It's about time delivery worked on your schedule. Same day, next day, or scheduled in advance. However you plan it, the Home Depot delivers the whole job. From drywall to doors, plumbing to paint, we'll get it there when you need it. Because on the job site, timing is everything. You order, we deliver. It's that easy. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This segment on the Specs Tailgate Show is brought to you by the Frankels. If you've been injured in a car or truck wreck, call Frankel first. 214-817-333-3333. With Frankel & Frankel, there's never an out-of-pocket cost, and they only get paid when you win. Frankel & Frankel, the go-to car truck wreck attorneys in Dallas.
You know, it's a special day here on 105 to the Fan when Kevin Hagelin shoots you a text message.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Hagee, what's up?
Hagee.
Oh, is this about the phone call?
Deborah?
Is it about Deborah?
No. He just asked me what my top 3 to 5 Thanksgiving foods are. So I don't know if this is. I don't know if he's collecting information. I don't know if this is for a segment that they're doing. Maybe this is for Peace-a-thon.
Are you helping out with
Wednesday?
Peace-a-thon, and did you sign up for like hours on Peace-a-thon?
Yeah, I'm. No, and I'll tell you what. I'm glad, and I don't know if Hagee's totaling right now or not. Because I don't know. It's at RJ Duke's. Do we have to go to RJ Duke's when we do our hour?
You might.
See, I got a show that night.
You might have to do it from here.
Although, you know what? The show
yeah.
doesn't start. See, that's what I'm saying. But the show doesn't start till 8.
Where's RJ Duke's?
Don't get me to lying. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not a collectible, so I don't know.
Seriously.
But I know it's the place for collectibles.
RJ Duke's is?
Oh, that's what I've heard.
I think it's in McKinney.
Yeah.
RJ, and I would
imagine on the phone or in the studio.
Yeah, in the studio. Because here's the thing. I'm at 5 and Blake's at 6.
And you guys are doing it 7
and we
o'clock.
got our show at 8 o'clock. Now there is Cowboys crosstalk that night, allegedly.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I heard about that.
We'll see. Because there's no Cowboys Hour Monday, but I believe there's Cowboys crosstalk at Wednesday
veterans.
at 7 o'clock.
Those
are veterans.
Those are Nate Newton.
They ain't got no game
legends.
on Thursday.
Yeah.
So they're going to be good to go. So we shall see. I don't know. That's TBD. I'm guessing we're going to be able to do it from the studio. Hell, we have to, right? They're going to be,
you're going to be McKinney.
Yeah, you're going to have somebody. And I want to say is our boy Ross is the new Ruben. By the way,
really?
I don't know if you knew
engineer?
That. Yeah,
assistant engineer with DJ.
So we may have Ross out there on Wednesday night.
I saw him at the KNC remote on one of their
one of their Football Friday type deals.
Fill in for
absolutely.
For
that's right. Not this past Friday, but the Friday before.
I saw Ross out there. I didn't know
you
that's
jumped
what he was
in there.
doing.
So there you go. There's Ross doing Ross, the new Ruben. So.
And I want to pull this up so I can say it right, but.
All right, well, you're doing that, by the way.
Go ahead and talk, yeah.
Shout out to the texter who texted in when I told everybody that I told him that Trevor was a ding-dong.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Hostess product.
Ding Dong's a Hostess product.
Yes.
Man, not a Little
it's
Debbie.
Not a Little Debbie. But
Little Debbie.
Does make cupcakes like
they
I
do
said.
the chocolate cupcakes, and you do have kind of a chocolatey cupcake vibe about you as well. So
here's
several folks did ask if you'd be an oatmeal cream pie. I said no comment.
No comment. It's a Sunday.
It's too early for that.
But this is what I was going to say about the KSC Masterpiece. On their normal Friday football feast tour, DFW from 10 to 2.
I'm hungry just thinking about it.
It's going to be at the Taco. It's going to be on Tuesday instead of Friday. It's going to be at the Taco Bueno
that's right.
at 1336 North Town East Boulevard. in Mesquite. So if you're feeling like a Taco Tuesday, go to the Taco Bueno with the KNC Masterpiece as this precedes the Pizzathon on Wednesday.
No, these boys are going to be busy this week. Shout out to KNC. Also, if I'm not mistaken, well, I know this part is true. We'll have to clear up the second part I'm about to say. But Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Dallas Cowboys.
You know, I think you're right.
No, you are, because I filled in on a Football Friday once. So they're the official tiger. I don't know if they're the official tiger of the of the Dallas Cowboys, but they are the official taco of the Dallas Cowboys. That said, if the Cowboys win on Sunday, you get a free taco at Taco Bueno.
Look out.
Now, I don't know what. Is it 24 hours, though? I don't know what the time frame. I don't know what the window is for how long you get said taco. So all I'm saying is this. If the Cowboys win on later today, and we'll give you our predictions here in the next segment, you can go to Taco Bueno. I know you can go on Monday. Whether or not you can go on Tuesday and get a free taco, TBD.
Back to the original question, Kevin Hagelin texted you about your 3 favorite Thanksgiving foods.
Yeah.
We've got a Tolo that says they do a Thanksgiving food bracket every year.
I love it.
So they're going to put that in the bracket.
I love it.
It does have to be the next day.
Oh!
So Taco Bueno does have to be the next day.
877-881-1053, 877-881-1053. This is more of a fan after dark type question, but I'm going to go ahead and ask it anyway for all you out there. What Little Debbie product would Trevor the Creator be? Okay.
And this started when you said he was Debbie Downer.
He was a little morose to start the show off with, and then we had, of course, Deborah from Dallas call, and so we started getting the whole Little Debbie thing, and so that's kind of how this whole thing took off, as CA alluded to. And so I called him a ding dong, but as one of the texters from the 254 so eloquently pointed out, Fred. Ding dongs aren't Little Debbie. So just keeping with keeping the bit alive, what Little Debbie product would he be? The first one that I see, he does give off chocolatey cupcake vibes. You're not wrong about that. Let me just name off real quick, just some of the, some Little Debbie products. Marshmallow pies, oatmeal cream pies, jelly cream pies. I see a theme here. Yeah, seriously.
You called him Little Debbie.
This could be, and I think this might be fudge rounds.
The Swiss rolls.
Okay. This is the one that might be the most disturbing one of all of them, though. The raisin cream pie. Okay, so I don't know what kind of creep was working at Little Debbie at one point. The Star Crunch. That might be the one right there. That might be the one right there.
I want to know some Trevor history.
We may have to call you the Star Crunch from here.
So I was a part of a group in high school. We called ourselves LDB. We called ourselves the Little Debbie Bandits.
You are kidding.
I'm dead serious.
What a full circle moment.
Nailed it then.
We used to take zebra cakes and we used to throw them at cars. That was our thing.
So you really were a Little Debbie.
I was a Little Debbie Bandit.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Now we're getting to the good. Okay, so apparently I was looking at like the JV list of probably things that didn't, that they tried for a day and nobody liked them. Also, Little Debbie, honey buns, powdered donuts, strawberry shortcake, chocolate cupcakes, Swiss rolls, zebra cakes.
And that's what he used to toss.
Okay, zebra cakes.
I'm a Nutty Buddy guy myself.
To me,
that's what
I've heard. I would also. I'm going to go with Star Crunch. That's the item I'm going to go with. Is you are the Star Crunch of 105.3 The Fan. All right, let's see here. We got a few minutes left. All right, just taking a look at some of these games in the early morning slate. Talking about this Pittsburgh Steelers-Chicago Bears game. Steelers obviously starting Mason Rudolph. They're 6-4 on the year. Chicago Bears, no Aaron Rodgers at Chicago. All right, Chicago's 7-3 on the year. They're playing some hot football right now, and they're not winning pretty. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. Right now, they're sitting at the top of the NFC North. I think the NFC North definitely one of the better divisions in football. Whether it's the Bears, whether it's the Green Bay Packers, who I don't want to call. They're to me they're trending in fraudulent territory. But that's another conversation for another time. I like Chicago to win this game today. I do like them to cover the spread as well. There's just something about them playing at home, and I can't get enough of Ben Johnson. I'm telling you right now.
Ben Johnson's a hell of a coach, and they've always had the talent. That's why Eberflus got fired, because he couldn't do anything with the talent. In other words, the expectations were real. So the Bears, I'm not saying they're going to go to the Super Bowl or anything like that, but I'm with you. They're going to beat the Steelers without Aaron Rodgers.
He was asked yesterday or earlier this week, did he play Madden as a kid? He said yes, he did. He would like to take he would take the worst teams and then build them into contenders on franchise mode. He's one of us. Ben Johnson's one of us. Now, whether or not he created a quarterback named Fred 3, made him left-handed, 6'4", 250 pounds, and gave him 99s across the board, I don't know if that ever happened. But
who did that?
I don't know. Shout out to Fred 3, the mythical quarterback.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, that guy was a beast. The best quarterback in the history of Kansas football. Okay, the Patriots at the Cincinnati Bengals, of course, as you mentioned earlier in the show. CA, no
Joe Burrow.
Our boy, Joe Burrow. No Joe Burrow today.
Next week.
Saving him makes sense. I mean, again, look, they're cooked anyway. I understand why they're playing him. Come on, you're not making this the playoffs. Now, the AFC North, again, is kind of a crapshoot right now, and that's why that game is going to be so important for Pittsburgh, because they need a win. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not like they're going to make any noise in the playoffs anyway. But I think the bigger story here when it comes to the Patriots and the Bengals is the New England Patriots. I mean, I thought I thought they'd be good. I didn't think they'd be this good.
Man.
All right, they're 9-2.
Who's the bigger surprise, them or Carolina? Because Carolina is surprising people, too.
See, I'm not surprised by Carolina. Carolina's about what I thought they would be. And what I mean by that is they had a good run to finish last year. All right? And I love what David Canales has done with Bryce Young.
And I love that Rico Dowdle is getting his yards.
Look, Rico's playing at a high level. You've got an okay offensive line.
Defense has been good.
The defense has been better than I think people expected them to be. But Bryce Young is the straw that stirs the drink. Xavier Legette actually had a touchdown last week. He's kind of starting to round into form. We're actually going to get to know him as a football player instead of just his accent. So that's actually kind of important from that standpoint. And Ted McMillan, from all accounts, is going to be a star in this league and is already the best wide receiver on that group. So Carolina, like I said, they're a few pieces away from being, because AFC South to me, outside of Tampa Bay, is wide open. So we'll see.
What is that? There's a noise.
We got something going on over there. But no, New England Patriots 9-2. Drake May, who I said last year I thought he was going to be the best quarterback in that draft class, and so far so good. I think they're going to take care of business today, the Patriots and the Bengals.
I think Patriots going to win their 9th in a row. I'm with you on that. And by the way, Carolina's playing on Monday Night Football against 49ers, for those who are wondering.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking Carolina's going to knock off the 49ers.
Oh, you like them to win that game on Monday night.
Even though they're in San Francisco.
Okay,
for some reason, I think their defense is going to cause some problems with Brock Purdy. What is this noise?
Giants. I think it's coming here. Go ahead, just turn your mic, turn that speaker off. All right, Giants at the Lions. The Lions are 6-4. I think it's like a 7 or 8 point. I think they're like a 9 or 10 point favorite today. You've got no Jackson Dart. Jameis Winston's going to get the start. The Giants might be the most competitive team in the history of the National Football League at 2-9, but I expect them to take the loss today as well. Yep. And then one of the better games, the Vikings at the Green Bay Packers. Minnesota 4-6. We talked about J.J. McCarthy. I had a couple people text in. Look, this is who J.J. McCarthy is. This is what he did in college as well. Look, the kid's a great soundbite, but I would almost say, if I'm the Minnesota Vikings, just stop talking. Okay, outside of the normal, hey, you got the media scrum like you talked about, like you and I were talking about before the show. For the Cowboys, it's like Wednesdays and what have you. I don't need any more puff pieces on you, J.J. McCarthy. I don't care about what goes through your head when you're walking your dog. I get it. You're a motivational guy, and I appreciate all that, but stop talking. Stop talking, focus on football, and let's finish this year and see where we're at after the season's over. But I need JJ to shut up.
Put it like this. They're not going to win this game today. You know why? There's one reason why. The Packers are not going to lose 3 games in a row at home at Lambeau.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
No, or at least it shouldn't. Because if it does, look, here's the thing. I'm with you 100%. It shouldn't, but if it does, because look, I heard last week Matt LaFleur, that seat's warming up a little bit.
Oh, you're kidding? Really?
Again, this is national report, so take it with a grain of salt, right?
High expectation.
But this team because you could argue that offense, because look, Matt LaFleur, because it's not the defense hasn't been the issue.
And Matt LaFleur is his own offensive coordinator too.
He's his own
like
offensive coordinator, right? Part of why DeMeco Ryans has gotten a pass in Houston the last couple seasons, he's the DC, and we haven't questioned the Texans' defense.
Correct.
Okay? We've questioned the Texans' offense. The defense hasn't been the issue for the Green Bay Packers this year, okay? You solidified that defense by adding Micah Parsons, and yes, that's a whole other conversation about the $47 million, what he's meant, impact, I think sometimes
it's Jordan Love, which one you going to get?
Man.
The good love or the bad love?
Hey, look, I'll tell you what, or is he just bad at love, as Halsey would say. So I think Green Bay wins today, but if Minnesota finds a way to pull that upset off, all right, big trouble in Little China, a.k.a. Green Bay, Wisconsin. All right, and then the game that I may not show up to work tomorrow is all I'm going to say on this one. If you don't hear from me tomorrow, you'll know why. Colts at Chiefs. It's must win for Kansas City. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
They're 5-5. The Colts are 8-2. I don't know if Kansas City's going to win. I just don't know.
Look, they're 0-5 in one-win games. Last year, they were, I think, undefeated or 8-1 or whatever it was. It was crazy. It was crazy last year the way they kept winning one-score games. You have to win today. Period. End of story. If you go 5-6, it's cancel.
And then they got to come to Thanksgiving.
Then you're coming to Thursday.
AT&T.
Yeah, no.
Cowboys.
You beat the Colts. You have to beat the Colts today. And secondly, I won't be back tomorrow because I don't want to hear it from Blake Elliott if that's the case. All right, coming up next, let's give you our predictions for this afternoon's game. Your text messages and more. Don't go anywhere. This is the Spec's Tailgate Show right here on 105.3 The Fan.
D&M Leasing just delivered a truck to a customer who had heard our ads for over 25 years. He always thought leasing was just renting. But when the dealership offered him an 84-month loan, he realized he'd be stuck upside down in payments again. That's when he remembered D&M Leasing. We showed him leasing isn't about what you can afford. It's the smarter way most people pay for their vehicles. So, are you ready to stop financing negative equity and start driving smarter? Call 817 or 972-35-LEASE or visit dmautoleasing.com today.
We make leasing easy at
In Texas, we pride ourselves on standing tall. But sometimes, even the toughest folks need a hand. If you or someone you know is having a mental health crisis, call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Or to chat, visit texas988.org. Trained counselors are available 24/7 to provide confidential support at no cost to you. With 988, you're not alone in the Lone Star State.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop our Black Friday event for up to 65% off in-store or at hellsberg.com.
Get charged up, Euless. This weekend only. It's the grand opening celebration at Batteries Plus. Exclusive deals, giveaways, and all the power you need for home, car, and business. Don't miss it. The grand opening this weekend at Batteries Plus, Euless. 2720 Highway 121.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Makita knows that pros never settle, and neither do we. With Makita, you get tools that perform at the highest level on every job without compromise. Makita is for the most detailed pros, expertly engineered to deliver precision, job after job. When your work calls for the best, call on Makita. Makita, built to be the best.
Available at the Home Depot.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
Y'all gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency, all over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep a smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
Makita's built for the pros who show up early, who don't do shortcuts, only precise cuts. With tools built to last, job after job, year after year. Performance that pays off, because when the job calls for the best, you answer. And when you need the best, you call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast!
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
What's the biggest mistake you can make when selling your home? Settling for less money. Not with Orchard. Orchard gives you cash up front so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. Then they sell your old home on the market for top dollar. One customer said, "I made way more than I expected and it couldn't have been easier." Don't settle for less. Buy before you sell and get top dollar with Orchard. Get your free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Hello, seniors 65 and older. Want more personalized health care? Then check out Centerwell Senior Primary Care in DeSoto in the Walmart on West Beltline Road in I-35 East. At Centerwell, your senior-focused doctor spends more one-on-one time with you. You really feel heard, not hurried. Also, current patients enjoy same-day appointments and 24/7 phone access to the care team. Schedule a tour at Centerwell DeSoto at meetcenterwelldallas.com.
Get your fresh Stars content with the #1 Stars podcast, Spits and Suds, presented by the On Time Experts, keeping Stars fans comfortable all season long. Check out the latest Spits and Suds episode wherever your favorite podcasts are found.
This segment of the Specs Tailgate Show is brought to you by Classic Chevrolet. If you're in the market to upgrade your vehicle, get to Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine. Back-to-back #1 Chevy dealership in the world. They got more new Chevys than anyone, all priced to sell. Silverado, Tahoe, Blazers, Malibus, Equinox, and more. Visit ClassicChevrolet.com. This is Texas. This is Classic Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Relax and enjoy the difference. Based on new Chevy registrations 2023 and 2024.
Well done by you, Little Debbie. And we've gotten a couple different ideas. I mean, I'm just going to go with zebra cake because I can't think of anything else, and I'm also a fan of the zebra cake as well. So
we got a Tolo that texted in, Fred, that said from the 469 said you remember you originally called him a ding dong.
I did,
and that's a Hostess product.
It is.
He said the Little Debbie equivalent to the ding dong is the cocoa creams.
Yeah, I'm going to. Anytime I talk about Trevor, I want to shy away from using the word cream, and so as a result of that, that's why zebra cake is the choice I'm going to go with. Nutty Buddy was another one that was thrown out as well. Again, I'm going to stay away from that as well. From the 254, could Ben Johnson be Chicago's next Ditka? Hey, let's find out. I mean, we got time. And then finally from the 903, he's a donut in his Chief Ramsey or whatever. What's his name? Chef Ramsey. I said Chief Ramsey. Whatever.
Chef Ramsey voice.
In his Jalen Ramsey voice. And then Jordan, a.k.a. Love, has been playing more like Soft Cell's Tainted Love.
Tainted love. Sometimes I feel I got to boom, boom, run away. Somebody call him a cosmic.
What a bang. What a banger. Yeah. What a banger. All right, let's get right down to it. We've got a couple segments left, and, of course, we'll hand it off to the boys over at AT&T Stadium. We'll find out where they're at here in just a little bit. In fact, you've got the inside information on that, but we'll tell you about that here in just a sec. But big game today. Again, I don't want to throw it in the must-win bucket. I say it's a must-win from a confidence and from a, if you're going to kick this second half of the season off right. We've already talked ad nauseum about how crappy the Raiders are, so let's not overlook that. But you beat the Eagles today. And all the talk about this offense, all the talk about this defense being, rebuilt on the fly and how imposing it could potentially be, then all of it becomes a little bit more believable if you beat a Philadelphia Eagles team today at home.
Put it like this. Vegas is saying it's a coin flip. You know why I say that?
I know why. We'll go ahead and tell the folks at home why.
Eagles are favored by 3.
That's it. So that's a push them.
That's a push them. That's a push them. So this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a couple of things. The Eagles are 8-2, 4-1 away on the road.
Yeah.
And their fans hate them. A.J. Brown's thinking that the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, too conservative.
Mm-hmm.
And I had predicted the Cowboys to beat the Eagles in game 1, only because Philadelphia was going to be distracted by their Super Bowl ceremonies and stuff, and their banner raising and all that. Like, okay, you could steal this victory. And I was like, okay, they're not going to catch them in November with a victory. But things have changed just a little bit. Even though the Eagles are 8-2, rolling along. Cowboys 4-5-1, 2-1 at home. No, 2-1-1 at home. Got thrown that Green Bay tie. And in other words, they're not dominant at home. But there is one player on that roster who is dominant in AT&T Stadium. Do you realize that Dak Prescott has won 17 consecutive home games against NFC East opponents? 17.
That's an important stat because
it's crazy.
Because thankfully Arizona's not in the division anymore. But
because Kyler Murray owns the house. The bottom line. I think he's overall. I don't think he's only lost 2 or 3 games. Period. To an NFC East opponent.
What is he? 21-2? I think I saw
like 21-2.
21-2 is a stat I saw. Yeah,
17 in a row now.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said for that. And I think his record against the Eagles something like 12-5 or 12-6, something like that.
Yeah.
But the point I'm trying to make is Dak don't play that at AT&T. He don't play losses against the East. And that's why a lot of people, it's the least. Because Dak would. Every other year the Cowboys would win the division.
Yeah.
Not going to do it this year. So here's the other thing that Dak can do in this game. He passes for more than 160 yards, and he will be the Cowboys' all-time leader in passing yards, passing Tony Romo. I think that's going to happen, too. I think the wide receivers are going to eat. I think Dak's going to cook. And I think the defense is going to surprise. I'm not saying they're going to dominate. I think they're going to surprise. And I think, just like you said, the Cowboys' defense has a better chance against Philadelphia's offensive line than the Eagles' defense has against the Cowboys' offensive line. You add that all up, and you got Butter to kick the field goals. I smell an upset.
I do
Cowboys,
as well.
You want to give me the score?
Yeah, of course I want to give you this. I want you to give me the score.
The score will be 24-17.
24-17 Cowboys?
Yep.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. And that's a great breakdown by you. Little Debbie, a.k.a. Trevor Beck, a.k.a. Zebra Cake. Your thoughts?
So I agree with you, Chris, to an extent. This has been a really tight series for the Eagles, the way that they play us. Like it's always 1-1 throughout the years. But they've had our number. And I don't like the way we played last time. Now, I know a lot of things have changed for our defense. I know that they're not healthy on the offensive line for the Eagles. But
I don't like where this is going, Zebra
the way Jalen Hurts has been playing, where he just finds ways to win. And unfortunately, that has been a crux for Dak Prescott, is when we get down, we're not finding ways to win.
Yeah.
That's been a problem for me, and that's the big thing for me, is that I think the Eagles know us so well.
Yeah.
They've coached against us so well.
Yeah.
That I don't know that even adding Logan Wilson, Quinnen Williams, Javon Revel, Overshown being back, I don't know if that's enough, because it was I don't want to say it was a cupcake game last week.
See what you did there.
But it was a nice little
kind of a fudge round.
It was we Swiss rolled a bit.
Yeah, we did
last week. And so this week is going to be much tougher. These next 3 games that we're going to be playing are going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
And if we don't win this, I'm afraid for the next 2 weeks that
cancel the rest of the year,
that we're in trouble. And so I think for my prediction, I'm going to see a 31-27 loss.
Well, we knew Debbie was going to say that.
Zebra Cake has spoken. My God.
Nobody's this time, all right?
Zebra Cake says 31-27 Eagles.
We got an interesting angle from Tolo.
I'm disgusted with you, Zebra Cake.
Franklin Injury Attorney, text line 877-881-1053, said, guys, this is from the 972. Did you know that the Eagles are undefeated on Sundays since they brought back their Kelly Green jerseys? And guess what they're wearing today?
Kelly Green.
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, I'll tell you what, that's an incredible stat, and I appreciate you, Mr. Tolo Fatty, for chiming that in for us. And I in the words of Johnny Carson, I did not know that.
Hey, Tolo just got on you, Debbie. 817 says, Debbie, that doesn't make sense to say that they have our number when you just heard that they haven't lost a home game to them in how many years? That was Dak Prescott hadn't lost a home game.
I think again, it's been really even. I just don't see it being even right now. That's my problem.
I love it. I love that take. All right, so Fred will be the tiebreaker. And, of course, if you've listened to Fan After Dark this week, and we know some of you have, I went 27-23.
That's a good score.
27-23, your Dallas Cowboys win the football game today. This game is as much about, to me, yes, sure, you know, the defense has to play well. I am predicting that you will have at least one momentum-swinging turnover, all right? That's one thing that this defense has not been good about this year. But when they have done it outside of the Arizona Cardinals game, when they have been able to turn the ball over, and, you know, the Green Bay game comes to mind as well, whether it's been special teams, whether it's been an interception, fumble, whatever, it seems like anytime there's been a big-time turnover that has swung the momentum. And again, I'm not saying anything that, you know, football fans don't already know, but we just haven't seen enough of them from your Dallas Cowboys.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
Dan Quinn's not here anymore.
No, I mean, I get that.
That was that was the whole way he built the defense. He said, we're going to create takeaways. That was the mindset. Again, it's a different style now at Eberflus, and that's why they seem back to normal to a lot of people when they do those things.
Right. And you know, you need to see more out of from the defense. You need to see more of those game-changing plays. Yes, I've said this from the jump this season. This defense is never going to be the 85 Bears. All right, and that was even before going into the season. You can get to a Super Bowl, or let's just pretend for the sake of this conversation for this team, get to the playoffs with a bend-don't-break defense when you have a offense at the caliber that the Dallas Cowboys have, okay? Right now, you've beaten 4 awful football teams, okay? I mean, yes, while we love the offense and it's been great to watch them play, guess who you've beaten? You've beaten the Raiders, trash. You've beaten the Giants, trash. You've beaten the Jets, trash. You've beaten the Commanders, trash, okay? All 4 of those teams are dog you-know-what.
Trash.
All right? I need to see you beat a legitimate playoff team, not just for the sake of conversation here around the DFW, but for the sake of this football team, because don't tell me that this is a Super Bowl caliber offense when you have yet to, look, you weren't good against Chicago. playoff team. You weren't good against Carolina.
Nope.
All right? And everybody's like, oh, no, but Fred, they did play that. No. When I needed your offense to shine and make a play,
Denver too.
You did not do it.
Denver too.
You looked like ass against Denver. Okay, so look, we all agree this offense is good.
You sound like Kyler Murray saying that stuff.
But my point when it comes to this offense is, show me what you've done against a playoff team. Being an offensive juggernaut against the Raiders, Commanders, Giants, and Jets. You're the skinniest kid at fat camp. All right? That means nothing to me. So as much as we've lampooned the defense, and rightfully so, and I get it, we've all loved up on the offense, and rightfully so, because it's fun to watch and do that. But again, your offense has not performed outside of week one in a winning fashion since week one, and then, of course, against Carolina, and we all saw how that turned out. So 27-23, defense comes up big, gets a stop, gets a momentum swinging turnover, and your offense comes to play and looks dominant once again. And more importantly, your stars don't shrink in the big moment, a.k.a. drop balls when you need them to catch them. 27-23. All right, coming up next, final 2 segments of the program. Don't go anywhere. This is the Specs Tailgate Show right here on 105.3 The Fan.
Sean and RJ, the KNC Masterpiece, G-Bag Nation, and Fan After Dark. Live and local. Turn it on and leave it on. 105.3 The Fan and our Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Hi, it's Pete Thompson from the Consumer Team. After working hard to keep you cool this summer, your HVAC system is filled with dirt, dust, and debris. And that's the number one cause of heater failures. Call the On-Time Experts today and get their fall tune-up. Normally $199 for just $59. Your system will get a thorough cleaning and maintenance, and you'll get a stay warm guarantee plus peace of mind this winter. Book your appointment now at theontimeexperts.com. Theontimeexperts.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? CarsForKids.org. That's Cars with a K.
Pros don't just show up. They prove how it's done, with precision and without shortcuts. Makita tools are built the same way, with a dedication to lasting quality, trusted performance, and results that reward your effort year after year. When the job calls for the best, call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
You think you understand how this business works, but you don't.
Landman, TV's biggest phenomenon, returns to Paramount Plus. From Taylor Sheridan, co-creator of Yellowstone, starring Billy Bob Thornton.
You have to know the rules of the game and bend them, and you really have to know them to break them.
Demi Moore.
I want success. Get it for me.
Andy Garcia, Ali Larter, and Sam Elliott.
You don't even know the game you're playing, do you?
Landman, new season, now streaming, only on Paramount Plus.
Get 5 quarts of Valvoline Full Synthetic Motor Oil, a Wix filter, and a $15 gift card after rebate at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Here we go. Count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
This is incredible.
Watch your local NFL game live all season long.
And he's in for a touchdown.
Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
Award-winning singer-songwriter Scotty McCreery, live in concert.
Bottle rockets in the sky. Bare feet in the
Saturday, November 29th, Choctaw Grand Theater. One of country's hottest stars, Scotty McCreery. You can purchase tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
And you know I've always been your
His new EP, Scooter and Friends, is out now. Choctaw Casino Resort Durant.
Get crowd-pleasing appetizers at Whole Foods Market. Prime members save 20% on select raw and cooked shrimp through November 27th. Serve chilled shrimp cocktail or crispy tempura at your holiday party. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
Get charged up, Euless. This weekend only. It's the grand opening celebration at Batteries Plus. Exclusive deals, giveaways, and all the power you need for home, car, and business. Don't miss it. The grand opening this weekend at Batteries Plus, Euless, 2720 Highway 121.
This is the exclusive home of Dallas Cowboys football. KRLD-FM and HD1, Dallas-Fort Worth. Let's go, Cowboys.
An Odyssey sports station. Driven by our D&M Leasing Studios. Thanks for turning it on, leaving it on. 105.3 The Fan.
Final two segments of the program right here on the Specs Tailgate Show. Fine Food, Fine Spirits, the official partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Cheers to savings. This is the Specs Tailgate Show right here on 105.3 The Fan. I did forget, and shame on me, and look, you guys know I'll cop to it most of the time, unless Blake's here, when I do miss something, but I did forget the Cowboys did put up numbers offensively against the Green Bay Packers.
Yes, they did.
Which I did say earlier in the show is a good defense. So I will give you that. You took care of business, and you did that without CD as well. You did that with just George Pickens. So, like I said, I want, but I tell you what, that feels like forever ago. That Green Bay game, right? And then somebody else texted in. So shout out to the folks that reminded me about the Green Bay game. Shame on me for forgetting that. So we did, the Cowboys did put up numbers against Green Bay. So do not want to discount that. So I guess in the very least, like, it does show you, okay, yes, this team can, and I guess that's what irritates me the most about losses to Carolina, where you needed to win that game. Oh, by the way, your offense couldn't get out of its own way against Arizona as well, right? And let's not pretend like that's some sort of juggernaut defense there. So that's my frustration when it comes to this offense is, for as good as they've been at times, they've also been wildly inconsistent.
Correct.
And I think that's one other aspect that we tend to forget. And so somebody else asked me, and rightfully so, is, okay, Fred, will you say all that? And so the question is, all right, so then what makes you think they can win a game today? I'm going off vibes. I'm going off of, look, at some point, the tide has to turn.
Yep.
You have to, like, if you're going to, this is the proverbial bleep or get off the pot moment for this Dallas Cowboy football team, all right? Look, I like Brian Schottenheimer. I've been a Schottenheimer fan, and I think we all feel that the 2026 team will probably be better, at least from the start, because you're going to have a better roster configuration defensively when next year starts. But if this 2025 team is going to show any semblance of potentially being a playoff team, all right, you have to win a game that you're not supposed to.
And they feel really good with enthusiasm in that locker room at the Star.
Yes.
In other words, you got the new guys.
You've been out there.
I've been out there. And first of all, they've dedicated the rest of the season to Marshawn Nealon.
Yes.
But also, again, the way they were playing on Monday night in that big win against the Raiders, Quentin Williams for real. All those guys that came back on defense, like I said, Overshown, he's for real. Bottom line is the offense feels better about the defense. The defense knows the offense has got it. You mentioned about the offensive line being healthy now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the bottom line is they should take care of business, and I'll say this again. Dak Prescott has won 17 straight home games at AT&T Stadium against NFC opponents. That's insane. You know it's going to last forever, but at the same time, Philadelphia is the enemy, and they should have beat him the first game. It's, by the way, for those who forget, yeah, we know CeeDee Lamb dropped some passes at the end of that game. He knows it. He felt so bad about it, couldn't relax on the plane, went straight to the Star, and was catching passes from the jugs machine. And you saw the video. It was like, he said, this ain't going to happen again. This past Thursday when I was out there, he was telling the media things we got to do to win, and he said, at the very end, and catch the ball.
Hold the ball. Catch the ball.
Catch the ball.
We played that clip yesterday. I thought that was great. I loved him saying
Owning
that
it.
because if you know, you know.
You know, you know.
Look, he doesn't need to. We don't need him to replay the entire thing. Anybody that watched Week 1 knew because, and the overarching feeling Week 1 was because there was such little fanfare going into the year that everybody thought, well, here come the Cowboys again. But the fact that you hung in the way you did and looked so much better than people thought you were going to look, and really what it came down to was your best player or one of your best players dropping 2 huge passes in crunch time. But that all being water under the bridge, you know what's ahead of you today.
You know what's ahead of you today, and I personally, we know what CD didn't do. I felt like their momentum was broken when that big rainstorm happened. They had lightning and all that and had to go back in the locker room.
Well, Dak making that tackle. Did Dak save the game right there, too? Because that game that could have been your...
But I'm still talking about that weather thing. Because I'm like, I've seen this before. It happened in Denver a few years ago. It's like the weather came in and it messed up their momentum. And again, I'm not saying Philadelphia's not any good, but I'm just saying the Cowboys seem like they were on their way to an upset.
Yeah.
And speaking of the weather, real quick, flash flood warning goes into effect in North Texas beginning at 6 p.m. all the way through tomorrow. That the weather that happened in Philadelphia the last time the Cowboys played the Eagles, it ain't happening today. But it will happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you're a Philadelphia fan trying to fly back home, you may be in for some delayed flights. Just be aware of that, because tomorrow afternoon, all hell breaks loose with the weather.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a little nasty this tonight and tomorrow. So make sure you guys prepare accordingly. Get your galoshes out, ladies and gentlemen. Get
ready.
galoshes
And by the way, it's going to be fine again for Thanksgiving. It's just going to be that one day. And then it'll be back to, Thanksgiving kind of weather.
Anybody that's been in Texas or the DFW, and look, I've been here now for about 18 months. I mean, look, you get a little spell for about a day or two, and, it's cats and dogs, and the next thing you know, we're back to
it's those
normal.
winds that come out of Colorado down that Red River, the Chinook winds, that's what they call them.
For the 9-5-1, this game is going to come down to turnovers. I don't disagree there. Nakobe Dean didn't play week one, neither did Jalen Carter from the 2-1-4. No, look, we're aware of that.
We talked about it earlier.
I mean, look, we get that, but at the same time, too, I think you got an offensive line that is much better in week 12 at this point.
Quinn Williams ain't playing that game either?
We did. We already know, no Q-Dub, but no Logan Wilson in week one. So, I mean, look, both teams are better.
Yeah,
I mean,
both can say that.
Let's not
both
pretend.
sides can say the same thing.
Let's not bury the lead here, right? But let's be real about this. Yes, the Eagles' defense is better than what people or not. Let's put it. Defense is carrying you, right, going into week 12. Offense has a lot of question marks. Do we know what they can do? Philadelphia's offense, 100%.
I'm going to give you a word that Jerry uses all the time, and it's not
tremendous.
No, Jerry uses this word when he's describing things. The way the offense is playing right now is fungible. Like, what? You just don't know. It's 6-7. It is
6-7. It is 6-7. Shout out to you. I'll tell you what, my cousin hit me with that over the weekend as well. All right, we've got some games kicking off already. Nobody has actually, Minnesota has already scored. They're up 3-0. Yes, that's right.
Fumble.
And then the Giants. I'm sure Blake is going to let me know this when I see him here in just a few hours. The Giants have already scored. Jameis Winston looks like he threw a touchdown pass to Wan'Dale Robinson for 39
getting some
yards.
Time and flashing back to Tampa Bay days.
Yeah, I should have known better too. There's something about that.
Either one.
Giants again. They're a tough out. They really, really are. Even though they will get out, but they are a tough one during at the way. The Falcons. Michael Penix is set for ACL reconstruction
out
surgery. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if he's out all next year.
Yeah. They need a quarterback.
Okay. That's a tough go for them. And then on the flip side of that, Brandon Ayuk looks like there's a good chance he'll be either a free agent or is going to be on the move this offseason, as the San Francisco 49ers have voided $27 million of guaranteed money for Brandon Ayuk. So what a weird situation for him. And that whole offense has just been kind of a wonky deal. But hey, San Francisco 49ers, the drama ensues, but you know what? They find ways to win. All right, coming up next, you guys know the vibes. It is time for a little crosstalk with Zach Wolchuk and the Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus as we go out to AT&T Stadium and get the latest and greatest on what's going on out there with this tilt with the Philadelphia Eagles. Don't go anywhere. Spec Tailgate Show.
Yardbird Southern Table and Bar. Dive into succulent, mouthwatering Southern comfort fried chicken like no other. Creamy lobster mac and cheese, juicy ribs like Mom used to make, and top it off with a warm cinnamon roll. Plates to feed the entire table or for your own personal escape. And dive into one of the best and unique bourbon selections and handcrafted scratch cocktails to wash it all down. Got your attention yet? Yardbird Southern Table and Bar. Located across from Clyde Warren Park at 2121 North Pearl Street in Dallas. RunChickenRun.com.
Football season is in full swing, and however you like to get in on the action, you can do it on Underdog right now in Texas. This season, you can make team picks and player picks. Just download the app, sign up, and you'll get $100 in bonus entries when you make your first $5 fantasy entry. And using Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite team will win or if your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. Plus, with Underdog's ultra-fast payouts, you can get your profits in a snap. So download the app today, use the promo code TOLO, score $100 in bonus entries, and you make your first $5 fantasy entry, player picks, team picks, all on Underdog.
Crypto.com predictions powered by Underdog Predict. Trading derivatives involves risk and may not be appropriate for all. For more information, visit nadex.com/rules and underdogfantasy.com/rules. For Crypto.com predictions, the term pick refers to a product traded on CDNA. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms_DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Straight Talk knows the best holiday gift is simply saying yes.
Yes, you can stay up late. Sure, more cookies. Of course we can watch that movie again.
That's why we give you real unlimited data, so you can say yes to all of your family's streaming, scrolling, and sharing. And now at Straight Talk, get another gift worth giving. A free 5G phone with select plans. Because yes is the best gift to give.
Yes!
And receive. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Don't miss Target's swag bag giveaway. Be one of the first 100 shoppers in line at any Target store on Black Friday and snag a free shimmer tote bag with holiday goodies inside. Plus, 10 lucky shoppers who snag a bag will score a free bonus gift, like a Ninja slushie, Beats Solo 4 headphones, a Life and hair dryer, or a $100 Target gift card. Don't miss Target's Black Friday swag bag giveaway. Only on Black Friday, only at Target. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Must be 13 or older. For full details, including odds, see official rules at target.com/events.
For all the planned.
Okay, it's on my calendar. See you then.
And the unplanned. For your healthiest days.
Nice catch!
And the days when you need us most.
Oh, let's get you back in bed.
It's time to enroll in or switch healthcare coverage. And Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas is here to support you throughout all of life's ups and downs, with member benefits like preventive care, plus access to leading doctors, hospitals, and specialists, all within a reliable network that gives you confidence for every part of your wellness journey. So no matter where life takes you, go with a trusted plan that'll help take care of what matters. Open enrollment ends soon. Visit needcoveragetx.com or call 800-435-1900 to sign up for health coverage today.
This final segment of the Specs Tailgate Show is brought to you by the Frankels. If you've been injured in a car truck wreck, call Frankel first. 214-817-333-3333. With Frankel & Frankel, there's never an out-of-pocket cost, and they only get paid when you win. Frankel & Frankel, the go-to car truck wreck attorneys in Dallas.
Appreciate that, Trevor, the creator. We got a lot of noon games underway already, and I'm surprised I haven't heard from Blake Elliott yet as Pat Mahomes' first throw of the game intercepted by the Indianapolis Colts. So they now have first and goal at the Chiefs' 3-yard line. This was after they punted the ball away, pinned the Chiefs deep, a holding penalty. So, look, this is going to be one of those years, I feel like, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it now, where, we look back at this dynasty and maybe this is the year it ends and the rebuild begins. But whatever the case is, looks like the Indianapolis Colts are going to look to score here sooner rather than later. Let's jump out to the D&M Leasing Hotline, and we got our guys. The Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus, and you normally hear him at the halftime and postgame show, filling in for his nosebleed brother who is quote-unquote sick, and I'm saying that in air quotes because we got some rampant speculation. Zach Wolchuk, what's up with your boy Eric Chiafalo, who's out today?
Yeah, I don't know. I got a text about 7:30 this morning that there was green fluid coming out of the lungs, a lot of projectile.
Wow.
He had a lump in his throat, and he's in a bad way.
Damn.
So I said, you know what, bud, don't worry about it. I've got you covered. He's concerned he might not be able to make it to G-Bag tomorrow. We'll, fingers crossed that my guy can have a fast and speedy recovery here. But, that's what you have is, we've got each other's backs. And
Absolutely.
I'm excited about it, man. It couldn't be a better day to slide in and do pregame against these bird turds.
How's it looking out there, fellas? Crowd kind of amped up a little bit, or are they just...
Yeah, a little Kelly Green, Chris. A little Kelly Green out here today. And you're going to fight that. You're probably going to fight Bill Vinovich, the official, a little bit today. So there's a lot of fighting that's going to be going on. If this team wants to continue to be relevant in the hunt, you got to go out and win a football game today. And they got to come out and prove that playing how they played against the Raiders on Monday night was the way they're going to play football the rest of the way.
Hey, Brian, we were talking about this earlier in the show. You've got to ask, since you guys are having Dean Blandino on. He's part of the broadcast team now, but he used to be running the officials and replays back in the day.
Yeah, the onside kick, huh?
Not just the I want to make sure you ask him about those fines for George Pickens. I think he's a repeat offender, but it seems like he's being targeted maybe from his past in Pittsburgh, but we don't know.
I think that's that John Runyon, that dirty bastard that was was in the league for a long time with the Eagles. Yeah. Like, they made him head of, discipline. Are you kidding me? Right. That guy, he was one of if anybody deserved to be fined on every play, it was him.
Yeah. He was good for a helmet slap.
Yeah, right. John Runyon, he's the guy, I think he's the guy handing
offensive
out
lineman.
These fines to these guys. So, I don't think Blandino does anything with that anymore, but I'm going to ask him about the onside kick. Because we asked Stephen Jones, who's on the competition committee the other day, and Stephen didn't know what the rule was. So if the guy on the competition committee doesn't know the rules, then, man, we're all in trouble.
And ask him also anything he heard about the future of the tush push, since you got the Eagles in.
Yeah, well,
I think he's pretty beaten down by the tush push stuff, but I'll fire it away, CA, and if he doesn't like it, I'll just say, well, the 3-time Hall of Famer wanted me to ask it to you.
It's a legal motion on every single snap that they do it. But I tell you something, the Eagles, when they get down there, they're about a 75% scoring that thing. And the problem is they've been having trouble getting into the red zone here lately. So hopefully Dallas can find a way not to have to deal with that tush push down there in the red zone.
How one thing that I want to see out of this defense today that I think if they're going to have a chance of winning this ball game is turning this Philadelphia Eagle team over. I know you've watched a lot of film all week, Broaddus. Just how likely are they to get careless with the football? And, what are the chances? They're not. Okay, so it's going to take. So it will be a momentum changer if they do.
Yeah, I went back and watched the film, and I have the ability to pull all the turnovers. And I said, okay, give me all of Hurts's interceptions. And it pulled one play.
Wow.
And I went, oh, wait a minute. Give me all of Hurts's interceptions again.
Yeah.
Pulled one play. Yeah. They're doing something, Vic Fangio, they're going to play defense. They're going to go 3 and out. They're going to punt. They're going to play defense. They're going to get you to turn it over. And, then they're going to get a short field, and then they're going to try and drive it on you. So, they're playing football right now in a way of not turning it over. They're okay with punting it because they know they could play really good defense.
Question for you. It's basically a follow-up of what you're saying, Broaddus, but I'm going to ask Zach the same thing in a way. Philadelphia fans are accusing Jalen Hurts of being more conservative. Is it because of what Brian just said, or is it because Kellen Moore is gone?
Now, they beat up on him. Fan base, everybody beats up on him because he has turnovers. And so I think in his mind, he's like, okay, fine. You don't want me to turn over the ball. I'm not going to throw it. Now, listen, this team's got 3 routes they run. Mm-hmm. They run the go. You're going to see that one today. Mm-hmm. You're going to see the slant, probably for a first down. And you're probably going to see a hitch for maybe about a 9-10-yard gain, maybe another first down. Those are the 3 routes this team runs. You think they're a crossing route team, pick route team. They've kind of gotten away from all that, but you're going to see some vertical stuff. This guy can't throw the ball deep. There's no question about it. He can throw it deep, and but they just haven't been able to do it, or they haven't tried it as much here the last several weeks.
Brian, much has been made about Quinnen Williams' debut, and rightfully so, but we haven't really heard much, if at all, about our boy Logan Wilson. What were your thoughts on his performance, and kind of what do you expect out of him today?
Yeah, they tried to run a drag on him last Monday night, and the angle he took to take away the crossing route was like we've watched, others play the linebacker position for the Cowboys and not be able to even close the angle or make the right angle or make the right steps. We've seen Murray, in his tracks. We've seen James in his tracks not move, not adjust. And here's a guy one game in, takes a perfect angle to get to the ball, cut the receiver off, overshown on the other side of the field, cutting it off. So, linebacker play remarkably different from what we've seen, say, the first 9 games or so.
Hey, Brian, last week you were really, really high on Kalen Carson, telling people to watch out for him. He played 100% of the defensive snaps last week, and someone told me that he might be starting today. Have you heard anything about that? And give us some more props about some Kalen Carson.
Well, he should start. Yeah, he should start. They waived Elam. I thought they were going to do something with Bridges, is who I thought.
I was pretty surprised.
I thought they were going to move on from Bridges, but they waived Elam. Mm-hmm. So that means Bridges gets to fight another day. But the thing with Carson and then Ravel, 2 young corners, Carson's kind of in back-to-back games shown he's got competence as a player, shows he has skill as a player, and so he will obviously be a big, big factor in what they do today. I have a feeling you're going to see Ravel, you're going to see Carson, and you're going to see Bland as your primary guys today.
Wooly Bully, where are you guys at?
We were out here at the Miller Lite West Plaza right by that lighthouse, and you can come out and see us AT&T Stadium. A lot of people already out here. I mean, the party is rolling. People are waiting to just get in the doors right now, run to the standing room only seats. This is going to be a blast, man. There's nothing quite like Cowboys-Eagles on a Sunday.
Wooly Bully, Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus. Go out and see the boys. You will be glad that you do. They got you covered up until kickoff at 3:25. For the one, the only, Mr. three-time Hall of Famer, Chris Arnold. For Trevor the Creator, I am Fred Davis. This has been the Spec's Tailgate Show. Go Cowboys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Save on your Thanksgiving must-haves at Whole Foods Market. You'll find it all. Fresh, no antibiotics ever turkeys start at $2.99 a pound. For dessert, win your table over with home-baked treats. Explore sales on baking essentials like spices, broths, and more from 365 brand, including plenty of organic options. Complete your spread with grab-and-go crowd pleasers like creamy mashed russet potatoes. Shop Thanksgiving savings now at Whole Foods Market. Terms apply.
Get charged up, Euless. This weekend only. It's the grand opening celebration at Batteries Plus. Exclusive deals, giveaways, and all the power you need for home, car, and business. Don't miss it. The grand opening this weekend at Batteries Plus, Euless, 2720 Highway 121.
Hannah Berner, None of My Business Tour.
I'm so jealous of bald men. It is so shimmery and beautiful, like a baby dolphin, okay? It's not fair, because when men are hairy, it's fine, they call them bears. You know what they call girls who are hairy? Single, and it's not cool, it's not feminist.
Hannah Berner, live on stage in Durant at Choctaw Grand Theater, Friday, February 20th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
This is Ryan Watson, owner of Alliance Hyundai. During the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, we have over 600 vehicles in stock, like the all-new 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe. Every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, and owner's assurance. Visit us at AllianceHyundai.net today.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, Tolos and Zach Wolchuk, and when I'm ready for a new truck, I'm calling my guy Tony over at East Dallas Diesel.
That's right. It's Tony from East Dallas Diesel. Where buying your next truck, SUV, or car is actually easy.
And no hidden fees, right?
None. No dealer add-ons, no surprise markups. None of that nonsense you get at the big guys. Our prices are real. What you see is what you pay.
And you can be in and out in under an hour. That's my kind of dealership.
Come see why everyone's ditching the dealership games.
Hit up EastDallasDiesel.com. East Dallas Diesel, where custom comes standard.
What's happening? Ali Sadiq is coming. So I'm just walking around.
Let's got on boots. CC.
Ali Sadiq, live in the Shadows Tour.
My mama had this slogan that she's been saying since I was 10 years old. You gotta get your ass out of here at 18.
Friday, November 28th, Texas Trust CU Theater. Tickets on sale now at AXS.com.
This scallywag gonna tell me.
Don't miss the hilarious Ali Sadiq live.
It was scallywag back then. We called it scallywag.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop our Black Friday event for up to 65% off in-store or at hellsberg.com.
I asked a D&M executive the other day, who's your ideal customer? Someone frustrated with luxury car depreciation, someone trading every few years and piling up negative equity, or someone budget conscious looking to save 30 to 40% on a monthly payment? His answer was all of them and more. With 50,000 active customers, D&M has the program for you. Leasing is not renting. It's the smarter option. Call 817 or 972-35-LEASE or visit dmautoleasing.com.
We make leasing easy at D&M.
105.3 The Fan and the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network present
Touchdown Cowboys!
Dallas Cowboys Football 2025 in crystal clear HD stereo. Today's pregame show is brought to you by
Volleman's Dairy, the official milk of the Dallas Cowboys. Arrow Exterminators, official pest control provider of the Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com. Invest like your icons with Blockchain.com. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's original craft.
following their first-round pick. They're up right now 7-3 on the Vikings, and they do not have Josh Jacobs playing today, but it is something. And the Cowboys have now put a premium on defensive tackle. They've got 3 studs. You've got Quinnen Williams, you've got Kenny Clark, you've got Osa Digizua, Donovan Ezeraku's coming on strong. Perrion Winfrey will be interesting. Solomon Thomas, who didn't play last week, but so much depth now in the middle of that defense. And I love some of the breakdown that you gave when it comes to attacking this offensive line for Philly. Maybe some more of that 5-man front, but try and get some individual matchups for success.
Yeah, I think when you look at Philadelphia, and they're I believe they're going to have Cam Jurgens is going to play today. I don't think we kind of thought early in the week it was concussion protocol. It went from did not practice to limited to full participation. They took the designation off, so he's going to start. But yeah, what you want to do is there's certain players that you can put one-on-one matchups or get those one-on-one matchups. And I think Landon Dickerson is one of those guys that the more that he goes one-on-one, where he has to be that guy, you get quick pressures from him, and you also get sacks. It's when he can double team and get help that he is a much better player. So if Dallas could use some of that 5-man line, that bare front, cover the center, cover the 2 guards, and make him have to play one-on-one, you could get to that where we're talking about that straight line rush if it's, in fact, it's Kenny Clark or somebody like that, or Quinnen Williams, maybe even Osa Digizua.
And they got to find a way to contain Jalen Hurts. I mean, you look back at week 1, Jalen Hurts with his legs.
That was the difference in the game.
Won him the game, no question about it. He really did not test the Cowboys' secondary. Their secondary played really well statistically. I don't think A.J. Brown had a catch in that one till late in the fourth quarter, but it was Hurts being able to break out of the pocket, scramble for first downs, and convert on third. Now, this is a team that has not been good when it comes to extending drives overall. They've been great in the...
comes into play, but also discipline. With Clowney, discipline. Ezeraku, I think this is going to be a better game for Ezeraku just because he knows what Jordan Mailata is now. When you play Jordan Mailata your first game in the NFL, that big man with the hands, the way he leans on you, the way he pushes on you, Donovan Ezeraku now is like, okay, I can't let that happen. I got to play under him. I got to dip around him. I got to play with speed. I got to win off the snap. These are all things that are going into this football game. But how much discipline are you going to play with in this game? But I think Dallas has got some guys, when you look at the linebacker situation now with Overshown and also with Logan Wilson, that you have those guys that are smart enough, fast enough, that if things start to get a little crazy in the pocket, and Hurts talks about running, that maybe they'll be a little bit better equipped to handle that.
100%. It's alive and popping right now as this place is getting busy at AT&T Stadium here in the Miller Lite West Plaza. Quite a lot of Eagle fans, but not as much as I expected. Now, we do have the Kelly Green jerseys. They're going to be rocking those today. Yeah. They haven't lost since they brought back the Kelly Green unis. There's a first time for everything. That's going to have to happen today. Brian, I don't know if you saw the viral video. I think it was Fox in Filthy, where they went to a local, it was a middle school, elementary school.
It was in New Jersey.
It was in New Jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, it just ridiculous. They put up Cowboy player faces, George Pickens, Dak Prescott, etc., and they had boxing gloves for the kids, and they were just beating up the Cowboys players' faces.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense why the fan base can't even spell Eagles properly, because they're not really taking any time to educate themselves.
They're not taking school seriously enough, huh?
But that is just the disgusting nature that is this fan base. And this is one of the best rivalries in all of sports, but also one that has the most venom. And gosh, I think if there were 2 games a year, if the Cowboys only won 2, the Eagles games would be the ones that I would probably pick.
The ones for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked in Philadelphia for a year, and living in Philadelphia. And by the way, Philadelphia it's a cool city to live downtown. I enjoyed that, the walking around, the restaurants, that part of it. I didn't enjoy having to tell people like, hey, Broadus, you're from Texas, right? I never told anybody I was from Dallas. I'd always say Waco, Austin. Yeah. I'd always say another city other than Dallas, because there is truly some hatred, some real hatred. it used to be when I was growing up, it was us and then the Redskins. But now it's Dallas, Eagles, and I think that, like I say, it's interesting to watch the Dallas fan base interact with the Eagle fan base here, because there's not a lot of taunting or anything going on. We haven't seen any. We haven't seen any Eagles spelling chants and stuff yet. But the Eagle fans are very, very mild-mannered right now. Whereas if we were I just remember riding the bus into that stadium there, and right there off 95, and you could quiet bus. You could hear the eggs hitting the side of the bus. I was always impressed with the arm strength. Yeah, I was always impressed with the arm strength of the Eagles fans, that they were able to launch eggs from their tailgate parties to hit our bus. So, it's an incredible rivalry. It's one that has a really when Dick Vermeil became the coach, that's when it kind of, beforehand, it wasn't as much. Dick Vermeil, when he became head coach, wow, then that thing really, really, really took off.
Your thoughts on this one, Cowboys, Eagles, your predictions, and, of course, your Meat Church menu items, 877-881-1053. The number to text is the official pregame show of your Dallas Cowboys. Rolls on here at AT&T Stadium. Zach Wolchuk alongside the Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus. We've got Savone Revel, your Cowboys rookie corner. We'll also hear from Fox Sports' Dean Blandino next year on 105.3 The Fan.
Cowboys fans, here's the game plan. Touchdown Tuesday at Take 5 Oil Change. Just wear your Cowboys gear and save 25% on your oil change. No huddle, no overtime. Just drive in, stay in your car, and roll out. You'll be tailgate ready in 10 minutes flat. Keeping up with your car shouldn't be a tough call. Take 5 makes it as easy as calling the coin toss. Take 5 is the official oil change of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit take5.com to find